and welcome back to another crazy adventure. I'm your host with the most, TheChronicToast, and today we're diving right back into BattleTech Extended 3025 Commander's Edition mod. Oh yeah, oh baby. Looks like we already got an adventure here in chat. Holy wow, how's it going? Persuaded Toast with the host. Thank you very much, my friend. Oh man, how's it going, Persuaded Terror? PT Terror, how's it going, man? Oh, we got Hamster of Wrath in here saying hello and evening. We've got Tug Bobo himself, the master of the tugboat disaster. All in a good way, my friend. Man, how's it going? How's it going? Looks like Tug was doing some cool, fantastic stuff in Mech Warrior Online last night, which is always pretty darn cool. For anyone that does not already know, Tug Bobo does a lot of cool, crazy shenanigans and streaming. Legit, super cool stuff. Go check him out and give him a follow if you get the chance. Super awesome stuff. And of course, you've got Azakis as well. Tug, if you're still here in chat, please give Azakis a shout out. All sorts of cool stuff, man. And PT is fine, by the way. Nice. Oh man, it has been a little bit. We missed streaming last week. We had some stuff come up. Everything is good to go. Have got Mini Toast sleeping currently. And we're going to dive in for a few hours here and have some fun in BattleTech, man. It should be a blast. Oh, baby. Oh, man. So legit, how is everybody doing today? Hopefully things are going well. If anything crazy is happening, let me know. If not, hey, it's A-OK too. Hopefully we can make your day a little bit better as we dive into, some some really bad decisions here in BattleTech. It's all part of the fun. Oh, man, where are we at? That's right, we are on Najha in the Draconis Combine, getting a little bit closer to the craziness that is the clan invasion. We are not prepared to take them on at all, and so we are not going to try to do that. But we're going to kind of flirt around here, do some war profiteering, make some money, hopefully, fingers crossed. We're in a pretty cool system here. There's a lot of activity, which is awesome. I've never actually done anything with Rostalhog Republic either, so it should be okay. We'll see what we got here for some contracts. Actually, before we even dive into that, we need to take a look to make sure our mechs are good to go. For those that are new to the channel or have just recently dove back in and see kind of what we're up to and what we are doing, we are primarily working as privateers for the Outworlds Alliance. Our goal is to ultimately ally with them long term, generally causing issues for Korean as well as Taurian, interest. So far, that's gone in a weird way. The Taurians really like us, apparently. But that's all right. It is all part of the fun. We are playing in 8 pieces per mech, some of the most difficult settings you can imagine. CT destruction is on. Lethality for pilots is on. Just everything is on stingy, and we're still doing relatively good, which is always pretty darn cool. Now, we're taking a look at our Vulcan. We've got to put 1 day back on the clock there in order to get that repaired back up, but we should be okay. I'm legit considering putting pulling up another mech down here. Now we've got a little bit more depth going on. We can take some of these lighter missions. Hamster of Wrath says, bad decisions are more fun. It's true, especially if they're happening to someone else. I'm here to serve, my friend. Oh, man. So we're going to go over here. We're going to put a day back on the clock, and I go up here to August 22nd. We're going to be notified that Sarvik has returned back to duty, and the Vulcan is all squared away. Oh, man. What do we have for contracts? And let's dive on in. For those that recall, the last time we took some missions here, it didn't work out so well. It didn't go too particularly great, but that's all part of the chaos and the fun. We are trying to get some 2-skull missions. Not really a lot here that's worth our while, but I think we will probably try to take the B team. 1.5 skulls pays pretty decent. We're going to primarily be taking salvage, so we'll see. Doug Bobo says, August 22nd, 3028 was a day that will live in Comstar infamy. Oh, man. Yeah. We're gonna dive into this. This is probably not going to go very well. The pirates legit are going to just... we're not... what's the words I'm looking for? English is hard. We're not on good terms. That's it. Tugboat says, for having nothing going on at all. Yeah, That's right. We're going to prioritize salvage, pick 2, get 9, get a few more pieces out of this. This could flex up to 2.5 skulls. It could flex down. Fingers crossed. This is going to be a bit of a rough mission simply because it's going to be a capture base. while hauling in the B team, which is not good. Let's see. Urban Mech with 1 gunnery, a Panther with 3. That's useful. And a Commando down here, which is always going to be real nice and cool. That day, everyone paid their bills. Dun dun dun. How's it going, Hamster? Hopefully your weekend's going good, man. Let's see. Persuaded Terrace's missions I hate most are escort. Yeah, I can kind of agree with that. I really, really enjoy the concept of escort. Um, I don't know. They don't quite go the way that I expect. Target acquisition, I'm really not a fan of. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Tug says you hate them all, but that one most. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Let's see. The Vulcan. I think we should probably stick the Griffin in here, actually. Oh. Part of me wants to put the Valkyrie in there with the LRMs. That could be a lot of fun, but I don't think it's going to do enough justice for what we're trying to do here. So we'll put the Griffin in, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So Terra says Convoy Ambush can be a pain too. I love the spiciness of Convoy Ambush. Tug as a pilot does not like that very much. That's usually where his pilot ends up ejecting and bad things happen. They're my kryptonite. I agree with you, man. Absolutely, Hamster. I really love them, and they never go well. Yeah, things are going well on our end. My voice is a little bit raspy. We've had a lot of fire coming, not fire, but smoke from all the fires out in Oregon and California coming all the way into the area here in Utah. And so I can't see a quarter mile from my house. It's just an amorphous gray out in the distance. So we're getting the smoke that's a day to 3 days, having already burned over in California. So I've got some friends in California, and we've got some family up in Oregon and stuff. And we feel for them. And if any one of y'all are out there that are in that situation, mad respect. That's a crappy deal to deal with. Yeah, hope everything works out well. Hopefully get some rain. That'll work out well. Not too much, though. That causes issues. Tugwova says, I frame it as, I love this game, but convoy missions can be nail-biting and sometimes frustrating. Absolutely, man. Yep, for sure, for sure. Yikes, stay safe. We're in a good spot here, Hamster. It's just there's a lot of smoke outside, so it's at the level where they're saying healthy people should stay inside. So I figure, you know what? We're going to play some BattleTech and make poor decisions there. It'll work out. Persuaded says I got hit by a king crab on a 2-skull convoy. I got kicked hard. Ooh, yeah. But you had the opportunity to get some salvage from a king crab. That's the flip side. That's the silver lining, right? That's what's pretty darn cool. Oh, always outnumbered at least 2-1, for sure. It's like we got to get better at these ambush things, you know? All right, so what do we got to do? Who do we want to put in here? Who do we want to put into this particular mech? That is going to be the question. The Griffin that we've got is really a medium-range brawler, which is pretty cool. We should probably get some good gunnery and some good all-arounds as well. Let's see. Moon would be good, but we want to get some movement in there. I think we're gonna put Don Zappo in here. I think is what we're gonna do. In all honesty, sensor lock to help with with our urban mech down here with the gunnery of 1 a little bit. And once we get into range, we'll be able to ground and pound. It should be okay. Ladies and gents in chat, we are going to cross our fingers and see and hope that this works out well. We shall see. Hit the deploy button and see how sideways it gets. Oh, man. Oh, buddy. And hopefully the spinning wheel on the top left here keeps on spinning. It's been good, pretty good. I know BattleTech hasn't updated in a while, and it's at the end of its development cycle, and I've had a pretty good stable install of BEX3025, but some Windows updates, I don't know, man. It's making BattleTech and a few other things a little bit different as far as how they load and stuff. So we'll see. Let's take a look here at this particular mission: capture the decommissioned base. 1.5 skulls for Rosselheg Republic. I'm assuming they want us to recapture this so they can use it in preparation for the the clan invasion. So, it's kind of altruistic. That's all right. Let's see. Capture base says 250,000 C-bills. Pick 2, get 9, 1.5 skulls. We're training a group of mech warriors to act as a local defense force, and we'd like you to assist in that training. There's a decommissioned pirate base that we need to take ownership of. As it's undefended, this is a perfect opportunity for our trainees to practice operating as a team in a low-risk environment. We need you to send along a single experienced mech warrior to keep an eye on them and model good behavior for them. This seems like the kind of setup where afterwards we'll say, it was supposed to be undefended, Commander. Be prepared. Yeah, modeling good behavior, not really our strong suit, but you know what? We're going to go for it. Beautiful, beautiful haze up here over this thing. Oh man, I bet you there are definitely some ozone-eating chemicals in this atmosphere. Let's begin that mission and see what we're dealing with. A city map. Doing all right. Oh, baby. Hamster says I always panic and blow things up, so I never salvage much. I mean, my goal is to win the mission and then pick up the pieces, so it's true. Persuaded says I half regret starting my game. I miss my Marauders. Oh man, Marauders are good. Marauders are good. I always, I don't know, they're not my favorite mech, but they're solid. They're absolutely solid. Hamster says so. Not only is the Irby slow, the pilot can hit the broadside of a barn. Challenge accepted, man. Absolutely. And Tug says it will not be updated. I absolutely agree with you on that. There's always a chance that they can always come back in a year or two later down the road, which is kind of where we're starting to get into territory on, and do like a 4K texture update and stuff like that. Paradox is known to do things like that occasionally, kind of resurrect interest and use that to generate sales. I'd be down for that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, right? Yeah, Persuader says Marauders are headshot kings. Absolutely, man. So all we got to do is just walk down there and stand around? This job sounds like bullcrap to me. I want to learn how to shoot, not stand around. I don't know. The mission sounds good to me. I need more practice driving this thing anyway. Let's confirm the base is undefended, Commander. Move up to this location and you should be able to get eyes on that base. Can we blow something up? Like the buildings, maybe? Oh, man. What sort of abandoned military base is in the middle of a city? I don't know. This smells like a trap to me, man. Smells like a trap to me. Oh, boy. Where are we at? We are not in a corner, I don't think. We are in a corner. That's exciting. So that means we're not likely to see reinforcements on either side. We just got to go straight up here to the base. At a glance, I'm not seeing any turrets, though they probably are there somewhere. We will see what we got to go on to. So first things first, Commander? Just completely just straight non-stop sprinting all the way there. And we will change our tactics once we make contact. My guess is they're going to be waiting for us. They probably saw us rolling on in. That's all right. Hamster says it's top secret if they depopulated the city. Yeah, my guess is this city is perfectly populated just fine. That being said, I am not seeing anyone here. I'm legit not seeing any mechs so far. Oh, this isn't cool. Oh, look at this, chat. Look at this. So our allies' mechs are not at full armor either. That's not great. That's not great. But while we're here, we're gonna zoom in and check out this commando. You can see some stars up there in the sky doing some cool stuff. Oh man, look at this. All the cities down here. These lights are still on. Dude, it's cool stuff. It's cool stuff. But we're gonna run up here. We're gonna see what we can't do to get oh. There we go. Wow, okay. There's the base up ahead. Looks like our employer wasn't kidding. It's empty. Huh. I'm picking up engine signatures, boss. I'm guessing these are not friendlies, and they're headed your way. Engines? Like mech engines? Oh crap. Oh crap. I don't want to die. Get your lance in that base, Commander, and hold out till our employer can get some more people on the ground. Oh, man. Here we go, chat. Full speed ahead. We got to get in here and make sure this place stays good to go. We got to capture the base and pacify the area around the base. I don't know if we necessarily need to get in there right now. Especially not with the commando. Oh, that's the question though, on where are they going to be? We need to get the Panther in a good spot, and we need to get the Urban Mech in a good spot. In the meantime, though, we'll get a Griffin running up there. It should be all right. Comstar logo is right there, not too shabby. We're gonna keep our commando just completely screaming away. We're gonna jump around with the Panther and get that going a little bit, and we're gonna get ourselves in a position where we can jump up with the Urban Mech and try to get some Overwatch somewhere. It's not gonna be very great, but with the commando backed up by Our Griffin, it should be okay. We should be all right. As I say that, we've got a Phoenix Hawk at point blank range. That's not good at all, man. That's legit not great. That's really not good. And it's full armored as well. Oh boy. A Flea 14. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm trying to think of where this quote is from. I think it might be from Starship Troopers. Someone made a mistake. Someone made a big gosh darn mistake, man. All right, well, I guess we can deal with this. We're gonna have to make this work. We're gonna have to make this work. We have no line of sight either. Shoot, we're just gonna sprint. We're just gonna get up there, do our thing, wait for the enemy to kind of move on in. It's a jump flea, a Flea 14 with medium lasers immediately ripping the arms off of our commando. I'd like this mech to stay alive if we can this time around, so fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. Oh boy, we're gonna use this opportunity to maneuver in here. This is our right arm, I believe. So we will kind of pivot here to the right just enough to get that line to turn red. There we go. Get our evasion pips and blast away. We're going to work through this. We're going to get some evasion pips stripped, and there's a third mech out there somewhere. There's a third mech, ladies and gentlemen, out there somewhere. I really want to drop this building. We can probably do that too.
I await your command.
Can we do this? Can we get up there? I think we can. Let's see. What's our chances of hitting a building? Not great, and it's not enough to really... We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it, chat. Fingers crossed. We hit the building. We did it. That's right. The Gunnery 1 pilot, Pontoon, I believe it is. And there was a stubble over in that mech. Can definitely do some damage. Can get that stuff done. I think that was the Panther, actually.
Right here.
Don Zappa. Oh, man. Hamster says the Op 4 always go for the height advantage, so hitting the buildings is always funny. I mean, it's a good tactic until the building falls over, so I legit get it. I straight up do. We're not going to send our SRMs up there. We're just going to launch with some medium lasers.
Here we go.
There we go. Down goes the flea. Ground floor coming up. Oh, buddy.
Target destroyed.
And unsteady fall damage. There can't be that much left on the legs. 10 left in the legs. Oh, man. Thankfully, the supporting mech over here is not getting some shots in. We're doing all right. Our commando's running around doing his thing. Again, we're going to protect that right arm as much as possible. Now, this mech is in cover. We're going to launch with everything we have. Try to get some damage on those legs if we can. Oh, we destroyed a jump jet. Not really what I was hoping for, but we are going to try to get that flea to go away. Getting some back shots on us with that mech is going to be painful. The medium laser... It's a single medium laser, but if you're not careful, it's going to cause problems. It's just the way that it works. Urban mech with a pilot, that's not good. We'll get up here, shift to the right, basically protecting that right arm on this Panther as much as possible. And not really a good chance, but we got one hit in there. We stripped a pip, and just in time for that Phoenix Hawk to maneuver around possibly. Urban mech, we're going to move over here again. Trying to protect that arm if we can. And 20%. We'll shoot. Why not? We missed. No surprise. But you're going to basically miss every single shot you don't take. And we want to get all of our ballistic and missile ammo down to at least 0.5% or lower. Otherwise, really bad stuff happens. So we're going to move up here. There is a fourth mech. We just got sensors on over there. What do we have up here? We have an Urban Mech R60. I got to keep an eye on that. That could be very, very painful. We're going to turn everything on. Go for it, Don Zappo. Complete Alpha Strike. In fact, we are going to work on that torso, and that's what we want to do right there. There we go. Fire away, buddy. Bazap, bazap, bazap. Try to put some hurt into this Phoenix Hawk. We barely scratched the paint. That's not good. That's not good at all. It's a javelin. Oh, man. This is probably going to be an SRM javelin. That's both good and bad. It gives us a few more turns to try to get in there. However, this Phoenix Hawk is basically anchoring us for an AC-10, as well as probably, I believe, an SRM build. Yeah. Not good. Irby in its natural environment, Hamster says, very dangerous. Absolutely. We're in a bad spot. Basically, it's a full armored Irby. and it's a full armor javelin. So they're well situated to, just kind of dance with us, which is not good. Our own urban mech is not in a good position. We're going to hold off on that particular mech right now.
I'm receiving you.
We're going to see if we can't push our luck with our Panther, jumping to get some more evasion pips. Not great. But we're going to pivot. Again, protecting that right arm, trying to keep the damage there, and using the nibble jumper to try to get some more damage rolling in. There we go. Big solid impact right there on that right torso. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see for days and days and days.
Commander.
Again, Pontoon can't see anything.
Ready.
Guano, we're going to have him potentially... Can we get up here and get shots on without getting annihilated by some other mechs? That's some of the questions we got. We're going to pivot just a little bit, protecting that right arm, and we're going to see what we can do here. A Phoenix Hawk in the back, we're not going to get through the armor. This is really poor chances to hit due to the Flea's evasion. This is at least a little bit better. We're going to take every single chance we get to unload more of this ammo. Because once that gets hit and those ammo bins get critted, it's going to be bad. We missed everything. Oh, man.
Reporting. Negative.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. There comes the Flea, point blank onto the Griffin. That's going to hopefully prove to be catastrophically bad for the Flea. Really want to get in there and melee the snot out of that mech. But in the meantime, we're just going to move up with the Urban Mech as best we can. Unload with everything we can. We miss with the AC-20. No surprise there. Whereas the AC-10. Once we get down to 5 or less in the ammo bin, then we're going to start husbanding our shots quite a bit more. Right now, it's just throw enough stuff at the wall to make it work. In comes the Javelin onto our Griffin. Thankfully, our Griffin can take that damage quite well, but everything is loaded up on this right arm. We're in a bad spot. Basically, they're stripping the evasion pips on our Griffin. And unless we deal with this, it's not going to go well. It's not going to go well. Really want to get in melee a lot of stuff here. I think what we're going to do is back up
Roger that.
and shoot. It's not the best chance to hit, but we only have to land a few hits on this mech. And legit stuff will just start falling off. So here we go. Bazap, bazap, bazap. There it is. There it is. There it is. CT destroyed. Don Zappo showing them how it's done. Somebody just got toasty. Oh, yeah, man. There it is. You can see up here the enemy reinforcements. 25% down. So that means these are the last 3 left. That works for me. Can we get some shots in? The question is, where do we want to go? Do we want to get some shots on the Urban Mech or on the Javelin? I think we're going to keep trying to pressure the Urban Mech while we can. Shooting ours into theirs, not the best chance to hit. But we're going to go for it. Once we get to 50% here, we're going to see an accuracy boost. And I'm just going to try to keep getting shots in. That enemy Urban Mech still has 7 rounds left on the AC-10. And that's enough to basically one-shot murder any of our lights, especially that commando down there. This right here, the Javelin, is significantly dangerous. But we're going to see what we can do. We're going to keep trying to keep flanking best we can. And keep trying to protect that right arm, which is mostly fallen off at this point. Keep our pressure up on this mech. And there we go. Get some more damage in. Try to put some pressure. Try to get them unsettled. Try to get the AI to back up. And if we can, that'll be great, but I doubt it. They're going our way, which is not good. There it is. That AC-10 destroyed whatever was on that piece of terrain there instead of our face. So that is a good, solid place to start. Our Panther, we're going to do a nimble jumper. We're going to... Ooh, what is this for the DFA chances? Not good. We're going to pivot over here, showing our back armor, which is nearly full to this enemy over there. And we're going to keep this up. PPC, shots going in. There's a big solid impact there. They're stripping some more armor off. Impairing their sensors, trying to get some more damage rolling in to make that more worthwhile. And here's the question. Do we go for the nice close in or not? We're going to go for it. We're going to, again, kind of shift to the right, protecting everything on that right arm from this Javelin. We're going to unload everything we can over here. Or just about everything we can. Oh, man. We're going to go for it. We want to get all of this stuff going down. Right torso, right arm destroyed. AC-10 is down and out. That's what we're talking about. Finally got that pilot unsettled. Oh, baby. That one-shot knockout punch is now no longer a concern, and we can focus our commando on mopping that end up while our other mechs over here focus on either this Javelin or this Phoenix Hawk. Basically, the one-shot knockout punch is gone, and then we can kind of focus on some more stuff, which is cool. Well, Pontoon move up here, and not quite enough to get into close range. That's all right. That's all right. Not too shabby. Jumping on in point-blank range, we are at the 50%. Here we go, and we miss. We miss. Stray shot into the office building. Someone's cubicle's no longer there. Oh, baby. The Javelin's coming over. He's trying to help his buddy out, trying to push that commando off. Both arms are opened up. It is tank top status. Shirt sleeves are optional, ladies and gentlemen. And with that being the case, we're going to move up here into near point blank range with the commando and getting some shots in. And he's blocking our line of sight to the urban mech. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Intelligent. That's all right. We'll still get some shots going in onto that Javelin, which appears to be fully armored. And the urban mech's coming into point blank range. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been had. Crap. A commando's on the ground. That's not good. Hamster says, Bob regretted pulling overtime that night as the AC-10 round destroyed the photocopier. Yep, and he was only 3 pages short from completing his dissertation. Oh, man. That's impressive. Commando! No! That's right, Persuaded. Commando down! Oh, man. Stubble! Stubble. What are we going to do? We're going to jump over here. Again, protecting that right arm as much as possible. And we're going to see if we can't get this urban mech to just go away. Overheating. That's all right. That's all right. We're going to go with the PPC. And we miss. We almost got a stray shot. It did not work as intended. Oh, boy. Don Zappo's got to get in here and save the day a little bit. We are getting a little roasty toasty. Not ideal. We're going to come down here at point blank range and fire what we can. Turning off one of the medium lasers. Can we turn an SRM-4 back on? We can. There we go. Bazap into the face. It's not really doing a lot. Apparently the urban mech is feeling very confident. Oh gosh. It's going for a second attack. Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
I lost the weapon.
Avert your guys. Avert your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, huge humanity, man. Oh, man. Oh, it's so bad. Hamster says, I got a panther wasted and the pilot killed the other day as I forgot evasion was a thing. I feel your pain. That Irby is doing work. It is the angriest snow globe, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. It's so bad. We've got to get this Javelin's attention. I don't think it's going to work.
Yes, Commander.
Stubble. See, can we get this commando standing up? Not yet. Oh man. We got a good chance to hit on the back of this Phoenix Hawk. Sure, we're gonna go for it.
Copy that,
We
Commander.
missed. Of course we missed with the AC-10. Oh man, here comes the Javelin. He's coming to say hello to us, but he's still going for the shot. Oh no. I'm waiting for the explosion.
Minimal.
It didn't happen. Yes, we get one more turn. Guano gets a chance to stand up. Things are going to work out well. Yeah, why not? We'll do the DFA. It'll be fine. Go get him, Stubble. That's fine. Here we go. Oh, we missed with both shots and opened up our legs. Oh, man. Talk about poor role models and all that. This mercenary company. Not really good fans. Oh, gosh. There it is into the Panther, opening up that left arm. Thankfully, the right arm is what we got to have, saved. So it's gonna be fine. We're gonna have Guano stand up. Yeah, it'll be fine. Everything is fine. Everything's going. This is great. How are you? We're gonna back up out of some of that line of sight, and we're just gonna face tank. There's not much else we can do. Medium laser SRM6. Sure, we'll get some shots going in. We opened up the CT on the Urban Mech, so we are at least doing some counter work. Don Zappo. We're going to come up here and melee the snot out of this thing. We're already pretty roasty toasty. This javelin's got to go down. Oh, baby, structure exposed. And one small laser rolling in into the CT. Don Zappo ain't having none of that. Oh, man. And he's still going for the commando. Oh, one solid shot into the CT, but thankfully the distance and the evasion pips are holding out. We're finally stressed. No surprise there. We're going to back up some more, and we're going to continue to shoot in to this Urban Mech. Bazap, bazap, bazap. There it is, CT. Oh, man, finally got him unsettled. The Phoenix Hawk's probably going to go shoot our commando. Yep, not good. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, guano. CT explosion, core overload. Not good. Not good. That mech pilot is done for.
I'm receiving you.
Oh, man. That's not great. We're going to jump back a little bit more to get some shots over here and unload with everything we have. Precision strikes to the CT. Here we go. Avenge your friend. That's right. Oh, man. Just a flesh wound. I mean, they're all flesh wounds. We avenged him. We got the Urban Mech down. It's all working out just fine. Point blank range, and we're going to precision strike as well under the torso up here.
Roger.
We still miss with the AC-10. That is 6 consecutive rounds that we have not connected with. We have shot this building numerous times. It has finally fallen over. We're going to continue to lose some heat. We're going to come up here and swing again with Don Zappo. Oh, baby. Right arm destroyed. Small laser rolling in. And we miss. Bazap, bazap. Bad things are happening. Bad things are happening. So we've lost 1/3 of the lance that we were supposed to be training. So that's not great. It's not great at all. I'm going to put that entirely on the employer, though. They should have been doing a lot more for us, and they just never did. Point blank range, precision strike. Here we go, back into that. We should be able to hit. Fingers crossed. Get him, Pontoon. We miss. You're kidding me, man. Why? 7 shots. 7 shots, and we've completely missed.
I'm ready.
Oh, not good, not good. Again, we're going to come up here and pivot, protecting that right arm, getting some more shots into that Phoenix Hawk. There we go. We got at least a few missiles in. Is not good. Persuaded Terror says, Mr. Smith, you don't need to come to work Monday. The office got AC-10. Oh, man. Not good. Some people here in chat are probably going to remember the days way back in college, admittedly before my time. There it is, left leg destroyed, where you had to print out all your programs onto punch cards, right? And you're bringing them in, and you trip and you fall on 210 punch cards are now suddenly all out of order, and you're supposed to be, dropping them off to the dean's office or whatever, like, in 2 hours. I feel like that is the situation here. Left leg destroyed. So many legs destroyed this time around. Oh, my goodness. Not good. Not good. This was supposed to be a 1.5 skull mission, chat. That's all this was supposed to be. Oh, Hamster Wraths is in the coffee shop and the garage and the newspaper stand. Not good.
I'm receiving you.
We're going to continue at point blank range. We're going to continue to precision strike. We're going to keep going for it.
Fire in.
We missed with the AC-10. Again, 8 rounds gone. We have yet to hit this Phoenix Hawk with anything resembling an AC-10. Like, just at all. I've got my feelings that things aren't going, oh gosh, Panther down. Not good. There goes the torso. Ugh, we're about ready to lose our second of 3 pilots we're supposed to be training. We're gonna have Stubble stand up. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Break it to me gently. Did they hit the executive bathroom? All the porcelain's gone. I'm sorry, Jim. We're gonna jump away to get some evasion pips. Maybe a little bit of a height advantage. There's not much we could do here. And we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going for the Phoenix Hawk. We miss. Come on, man.
No
Just a
choice.
few hits. That's it. That's it. Hamster says at least you only have to pay for the repairs of the Griffin. It's true. Yeah. This really isn't going over well though. I gotta say. Let's just be completely honest. Um, it's not great. It's not great. Point blank range is not an option, so we're gonna launch with everything at a distance. It'll be fine. We got a few hits going in, which is cool, and finally stressing out that pilot. But yeah, the Phoenix Hawk is chasing down the Panther. Oh gosh, there goes the CT. This is not good. 2 of the 3 pilots that were supposed to be traded are dead. Oh man, Pontoon, come on, man, go for the melee. You've got nothing else is working out well for you. Just go for the melee, man. Just do it. You missed with a melee. You're kidding me, dude. Oh, the only thing this pilot can hit with is a small laser every single turn. Is not good. It's not good at all. Oh man, at least we got rid of the ammo bins that are in there for that AC-10. They're not going to explode when we're hit.
Commander.
Don Zappa's got to get in here and save the day, man. Just walking forward in the Griffin. Just launching everything into the Javelin. There it is. CT destroyed. Finally, Don Zappa doing work.
The kill board.
Yeah, it's everything here is fine. This is fine. How are you? Oh no. Into the back. Oh man. Not good.
Big hit.
Yeah, I'd be a little unsettled as well. The only pilot that's going to survive this training mission is the worst pilot. Yeah, we'll call it a draw.
Waiting for orders.
We don't have any jump jets, so we can't DFA anymore. Point blank range. We hit him. We hit him with melee. We did it. Hit him with a small laser. There it is. Yes, doing some work. Oh man, Don Zappo. We're gonna get at point blank range here and just unload into the CT on this Phoenix Hawk, man. Ugh. We're not gonna overload. We're gonna turn SRM4 off and a small laser. It'll be fine.
Locked in target.
There it is. There it is. Oh my gosh, that is one chunky mech. Round 17, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Pontoon gonna need therapy, man. He's still trying to figure out how to drive this thing, so I guess it's thematic, right? Like he's like, I don't even know how to drive this thing right now. That's all I'm doing. There it is, more melee. I mean, that focuses on driving primarily, so I guess it works. And shooting with a small laser, that's kind of a shtick. Crashing a mech into a mech. The Phoenix Hawk is going for a back shot. Oh gosh, thankfully it missed with a large laser. That's not good.
Internal structure damage.
Yeah, I'd be stressed as well, man. Going in for the melee because we're running a little bit too hot. The payout's going to be a two-way street. That's right. Left torso, left arm destroyed. Finally a pilot injury on this Phoenix Hawk. And they are panicking. Their mech just kind of fell apart, so that's good. Unfortunately, going back for Pontoon. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh, the clutch is on the left, right?
I'm here.
Pontoon, how about we have you back up? How about we have you back up, buddy? Not the best for accuracy. Just straight up not bad, not good. Sure, forward, attack. There it is, more melee damage. Small laser rolling in. Front towards enemy, man. Bazap, there it is. Oh, ladies and gents, this is the ugliest. This is, I think, quite honestly, the ugliest fight I have ever had in BattleTech. Just straight up. It's not good. It's not good, man. Go for the leg, man. Go for the leg.
In target.
There it is. Left leg destroyed. Oh, boy. I think we just got the pilot taken care of on injuries if we're lucky. There it is. Dropship inbound for landing. Oh, man. Darius. I think we're going to need more than a dropship, man. Hamster says, still got 2 ammo on the AC-10, or do my eyes deceive me? He does. He does. Absolutely. We still got to capture the base, though. So,
Confirmed.
yeah.
Moving.
There's that.
Confirmed.
We're going to have our mech go up there and get the base. It'll be fine. Well, that was certainly an experience. Oh my gosh, Sumire, that is absolutely right. Darius, I think we should get the hazard pay for this kind of mission. Stow it, Meyer. It all worked out fine. Everything's fine. And we got paid. Oh, man. Oh, Darius, everything did not go fine. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Burkowski, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. How's it going, dude? Oh, man. That was the ugliest mission. I think that was straight up the ugly. Yeah, absolutely no medical bills either. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We got our payments. Stubble survived. Guano survived. So yeah, Hamster, that's a lot of medical bills. Verkowski says, I'm finally back to MechWarrior Online. Oh, man. I heard you got a brand new computer setup, Verkowski, with triple monitors and stuff, which is cool. So you can watch all of your favorite teammates, myself included, basically die while you win the match, man. Finalizing my little mech pit. Nice, nice, nice. So if anyone doesn't know, Verkowski has been building a complete brand new setup, brand new computer, brand new MechWarrior Online, kind of potentially not like a real motion simulator, but basically an environment that reminds you of all of the amazingness that is a MechWarrior cockpit, man. It's super, super cool. Zach says, just found 4 toasts in Wasteland 3. Coincidence? Absolutely not, my friend. Toast is going to toast, man. Everybody knows. Hamster says, battle pod at home. Nice. Yep. Body bags are a medical bill. It's true. It's true. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What do we got to get here? We need mechs. We need big mechs. I think actually, ladies and gents, we are gonna get ourselves a Phoenix Hawk out of this. This will be our 3rd complete medium, technically our 4th, but we lost the Dervish. So we're gonna take that. There's not really anything else in here. I would love some more of these parts. We'll see what we get. We got a flea. We got a flea 14. I have not run across one of these yet, so let's see what it says here. Ultralight Recon. Entering production in 2519, the Flea 14, the FLE-14 Flea was an attempt to create an ultralight battle mech. Weighing a mere 15 tons, it could arguably be regarded as a different mech design than the true Flea. It was capable of a maximum ground speed of nearly 150 kilometers an hour with a 120-meter jump capability. Its weapons and armor, however, were very light, with only a single ton of armor protecting the unit, while the lone medium laser mounted in the right arm was barely enough to qualify it a viable battlefield unit. Mech quirks, easy to maintain, no minimal arms. Oh, baby. Nice. That's pretty cool, man. That's legit pretty cool. We're one part away from another urban mech. We have one in storage, which is pretty cool. We've got a few other variants, which is all right. We got ourselves a PPC. We have 4 of those. We'll hang on to those. Small lasers, we need as many as we can get. Jump jets, we're going to shift click and sell that. Same thing here. We already have a lot of those. It's all right. Hitting that continue button. Oh, man. Served cold. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. How's it going, dude? Oh, man. That's right. Hamster says, Flea 14, like a shark, has to keep moving or it dies. I'm not sure that's scientifically accurate. There's something out there that kind of fits that bill. I'm not really sure. I guess. Actually, no. Actually, Hamster, I think you're relatively accurate on that. I believe it's a shark. If not, it's a shark. It's some other similar fish or creature. There's verbiage about that. Where basically sharks work as hood scoops, where it's a forced air induction. I don't think they've got gills that can force air through or water through themselves. Random bit of information for you. A shark can sit still if there is a current moving over its gills. Yep, there you go, Persuaded. So basically, unlike a lot of freshwater fish, which can force water through their own gills to breathe, sharks can't really do that. They basically have to move or they die. Surf Cole says, doing good. How are you? I'm doing all right, man. It is super smoky outside here in Utah. And doing all right. Mini Toast is sleeping. Thank goodness, golly gee whiz. And so that's going all... Oh, man, words are hard. I'm just so excited to play. Let's see. We are going to build the Phoenix Hawk 1. We're not going to build the 1K. Kind of our house rules. We're not going to mix and match variants and parts until we get all of the Argo upgrades unlocked. And we're getting pretty close to that. So we're going to build the Phoenix Hawk. We're going to ready it right off the bat. We're not going to build anything there. And yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, Phoenix Hawk builds. If you have any weird, quirky, niche builds for a Phoenix Hawk, one that you would like to see done or you've seen elsewhere that no one else has really done that often, let me know, man. Like legit, straight up. We'll be tackling that here in stream today. Probably here relatively soon in a few moments because I would like to build some cool stuff with the Phoenix Hawk. It's a difficult chassis to do that with, but I think we can get the challenge figured out. It'll be all right. Hamster says, "Good Lord, I got some real world stuff right now. It really is a weird year, man. Oh, dude, it's crazy. Every time 2020 rolls around, but like, you want a drink or you want to take a rest on the sofa, you're like, the sofa's a mimic, isn't it? I sit down, I'm gonna get eaten. Like that's just like the level of just crazy zaniness going on, man. And I'm not even diving into politics, which we're not going to talk about here on channel, but just everything else is just crazy. I thought 2016 was bad, then it got worse. 2017 started out okay, then it got worse. 2018 was like things are good, and it wasn't that bad, but the parts that were bad were really bad. And 2019 was just mediocrely not that grand. And here we are in 2020, you're just like, oh my goodness, man. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. But, ladies and gents, that's all part of the fun. That's why we're here, right? Playing some BattleTech, doing some crazy, ridiculous stuff with the Breadbox Privateers, making horrible decisions, laughing about it, trying to pick up the pieces. It's all part of the adventure. We got an Argo upgrade there in 16 days going on. Is there anything else that we can do here? That's the question. We've got a 3-skull mission. I'm not particularly stoked about tackling this right now. I think it's a bit above our pay grade unless it filters down. This could go up to 4. Ugh, not good, not good. Persuaded says, 2020 is that person at the office everyone finds creepy and avoids. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's absolutely right. You're just like, yeah, hi, man. Yeah, yep, for sure. I got a thing. I got a meeting. I should go. Or it's the office, to break the metaphor. Absolutely. Like the whole darn thing. I think we're done here. Let's go take a look at what we got for some store stuff, just to see if there's anything that we've accumulated that would be beneficial to our particular lance. Oh my gosh. Let me go to the store. Let me go to the thing. There we go. That's what we want to do, not the contracts. The stores we want to tackle. So there are some cool mechs here. That being said, I don't know. We could get a Phoenix Hawk 1K part. That's a little pricey, but it's not going to get us that much closer to completing anything, unfortunately. Whitworth parts, again, we've got 2 of these, but it's not really going to be that beneficial. ERPPC is really, really pricey, but that's pretty cool. LRM 5 Plus. I don't think there's much else here. We got a really cool weapon last stream, which is awesome. So, ERPPC for 1,000,000 C-bills. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. WW2 Ogre, oh my gosh, dude, it's been almost a year since I've seen you here in chat. How is it going, man? Hopefully things are going well for you. Holy crap, dude, welcome back to the chat. Welcome back to the adventure, man. Oh, baby, 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 man. How's it going, dude? Hopefully things are going well for you. For those that don't know, World War II Ogre is one of the first followers of the channel, like legit way, way, way back in the day, like 8 months ago. So Ogre says, not at the office if that is creepy, weird, significant other of someone else. Yeah, for sure. You know the one you warned them to avoid like the plague? Yeah. 2025. So we were playing BEX3025 Commander's Edition. And now in this mod, so if anyone's curious, you can go over to Nexus Mods page to get access to the mods, see what they're doing. And if you have any questions or concerns, you want to have a wish list item added, go basically at that link, you can find access to their Discord page. Super, super good, legit stuff. But we actually, you're now able to start and select years. So we've done a playthrough already. You can find that over on our YouTube channel. 40 episodes from Twitch. That's over there. Our season 1 was a pro pirate campaign starting in 3025, but now we started in 3048. And so we're now in the year 3050. The clans are just starting to invade. Craziness is happening. And yeah, man, it's super, super cool. So we're doing things. And if you're curious, the stream schedule has bumped back down to 1 stream a week on Sundays, just because I got a mini toast in my life. I got a kiddo running around, and kiddo does not really understand or care about schedules. So it is what it is. It's a lot of fun. But man, BattleTech, Oh, I love it so much. It's such a good go-to. It's so good. Hamster says Phoenix Hawk gets a buff to weapon damage when it jumps, which is good. So if you can keep it bounding around without overheating, for sure, for sure. And Ogre says your channel pops up every time I open Twitch. It's at the top of my followed. So when you play something and I have time to, oh man, thank you very much, man, dude, it's so good, man, so good. Hamster says question not an ERPPC when it appears in the shop. Just buy it. Ogre says I love the 3025 Open CE campaign. Yeah, dude, it's so good. The thing is, that's a lot of C-bills. I don't know what we could stick it on, so that's another good question. We haven't really done a lot of PPC builds. I'm gonna hold off, chat. I'm gonna try to save this money for upgrades as well as more basically mech chassis stuff. This should get cheaper in the next year that we're basically playing through here, so I'll hold off on that. I think we're gonna see what we can do to travel somewhere and see what we got going on. So 3050 was always broken for me, but I played tabletop for so long the mechanics just broke. Oh man, you can see where we are up here. The clan invasion is now starting to happen. We're kind of flirting with disaster up here. We are privateering for the Outworlds Alliance, which is pretty cool. Basically trying to do some cool stuff for them, which is awesome. ERPPC is only useful for a really good sniper with breaching shot, so if you don't have the skill, you don't need it. What I really love to do is get a twin or triple ERPPC on like an awesome and stuff like that. And then you can use the extra tonnage for heat sinks and heat banks and basically just lob from range. You're absolutely right, man. You have to have a good gunnery pilot for that. It's not quite where we are right now. PPCs, I'd much rather just have a large laser or a B laser if I can find one. So we'll see. We're going to run across ERPPCs a lot more often as we progress through this. So I'm not too worried about it. But we'll pick some up, definitely, for sure. Yeah, and Ogre, you're probably going to kick out of this. And I've talked about it here in stream. I don't know much about the clan invasion other than that it happens around this era. New crazy mechs come in and like 2C variants or whatever they are happen of different existing mechs. And eventually they get stopped and a new piece kind of sort of happens. That's about the extent of my knowledge. Oh, and Mad Cats are a thing. I've played that a little bit from some of the Mech Warrior games, for the PC, but that's really about it. So as we're rolling through this is all generally legit new stuff for me. So I'm just like rolling around going, what is this? I don't even know what tier 2 tech is. So every time we run across something new, it's like, oh, what? And it's really cool because chat, you ladies and gents, you get to see all that stuff happen live, which is super, super cool. So Ogre says, I played multi-year tabletop merc hardcore campaign, so energy weapons over ammo always. Ooh. So that might bring up an interesting point. I have all of the new rebranded, remodeled mechs from BattleTech, the actual 35-year anniversary rebrand. I love the my issue is always the aesthetics on the models. I couldn't get over it. The new models, oh, they look so good. I backed the Kickstarter. My Wave 1 should be showing up here in a few weeks. So I have all of the Inner Sphere as well as Comstar mechs all on order. So I am so stoked to get access to those and start painting them up and start playing. It's super, super cool. Hamster says, you have a massive raft of clan-related memes to find, most of which are from the animated series. Over on Tug Bobo's channel, he talks about bachaling all the time. How dare you refuse my bachal? And I find that hilarious. So, Ogre says, the big thing for Tier 2 tech is to get a double heatsink engine. The double heatsinks are not good enough yet, but they work. Cool, man. Well, let's see what we're going to tackle here. We do want to keep traveling. We're going to filter up here to 2 skulls because we're going to have 3 mediums in rapid succession, which is pretty cool. We're going to come up here and press function 1 on the keyboard, which is a filter unique to the BEX3025 mod. And that will remove all of the planets that we've already visited. So we don't need to worry about those ever again. So let's see what's nearby, near Rosselhog. There's a lot of cool stuff up here. Comstar presence, former Star League. Pirate presence. We're not going to get a chance to do some missions there. Recently colonized. Travel hub could be cool. That's 21 days, 30,000 C-bills. Not too shabby. This is even cheaper. Battlefield, Comstar presence. We're likely going to see some salvage here, which is pretty awesome. Inner sphere level civilization. Large population. Wow, travel hub. I'm thinking we should go to Mylan. That looks pretty cool. There's not that much for missions, though. That's the downside. What do we have down here? Volcanism, not a lot. Not too bad, though. We could go up into Rosselhog Republic space. Extensive volcanism, inner sphere. Moons, pirate presence, not a lot. Oh, man, I really kind of want to go towards the Draconis Combine. I also don't really want to fight that many PPCs. Oh, man, I kind of want to do that, though. We should do it. We should absolutely do it. It's going to be a good place to go. Just a lot of good stuff here. Black market, we are not going to have access to. Let's just get that out of the way right now. It's not going to happen. Even if we go there just to buy stuff, that's going to be worthwhile. Ogre says Blackjack 3 is a mini Warhammer with twin PPC, jump jets, and 45 tons is a heavy early hitter in the 30-50 area. So now that you mention that, actually, that rings a bell because in MechWarrior Online, I have a Blackjack 3. I've set it up as twin ER PPC. I love it to death. It's a good pop-tarting mech. I didn't realize it didn't show up until 30-50, though. I thought it was just a weird variant. That's pretty cool. Ogre says, yep, that place is going to have great missions. Assassinate for the salvage. Yeah, I think we're going to go here. That's going to be worthwhile. Most of our missions are going to be against local government. We're not going to get a lot of newer tech there. We are going to have some missions against Draconis Combine. Ugh, that's not going to go as well. So we'll see. We're going to dive in and see what we can do. Ogre says, I've played about 5,000 hours of MechWarrior Online, but not in a long time. Yeah, I dove back in February and played quite a bit recently, which is pretty cool. Prior to that, it would have been 6 years. Like, just straight up, it had been 6 years. The time to kill felt off. I wasn't a huge fan. My favorite mech was the K2 Catapult. Love that thing. So much fun. And now I'm running a Stalker 3FB, or 3F, I think, and a few other mechs. A lot of fun. Just ridiculously shenanigans. We're going to travel here. This might not be the best opportunity for us. We're going to see what the mission's like. We're going to set course. We're going to go. It should be all right. And if the missions don't work out, that's fine. We'll travel somewhere else. So, Hamster says, hallucinatory vegetation. Is that vegetation that isn't real or vegetation that causes hallucination? Yes, to both is my understanding. Jenner for the win. 3,000 hours in Jenner's. Ooh, man. I love me some ERPPCs and LRMs. LRMs don't do that much nowadays simply because everyone runs AMS and AMS umbrellas. And ERPPCs, because you don't have a min or a max range, they're super nice. But you've got massive hitbox issues. So we're going to leave it here in the middle. This will be fine. It'll be fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. All right. Let's go to the mech bay, though. We got our Phoenix Hawk readied up. So, ladies and gents, I asked you earlier for what your thoughts are on this. And if you're out there watching on YouTube and you have some ideas, post it down in the comment section below. We are going to be building multiples of these at some point or rebuilding this at some point when it gets completely thrashed. So if you have some cool, unique ideas, post them in the comment section down below. And we can try to make that work, see what happens. Hamster Vrass says both, just in reverse order, for sure, for sure. Or Zaka says, oh, man. So here's the question. We're going to max out the armor. What can we do with this? That's going to be worthwhile. There's really not a lot. That's great. 3 energy slots, 1 ballistic, and 2 support. So, see, Hamster says, just don't open your cockpit window, I guess. Yep. You're good. You're good. We do have a really cool weapon in here somewhere. We got a UAC 5. I kind of want to put this on something. I don't know if this is the right one for that, though. Plus 10 damage after jumping. It gets really hot. This looks like it generates a lot of heat. So, Ogre says full armor, large laser, 2 medium, 2 small, and full jump and reinforced legs and beat light mix to death. That's kind of the default config for this, right? I guess that it works, right? I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything else we can do, like sticking an AC-20 in here. On the arm seems rather dangerous. We could put large lasers on this and just boat those until the legs fall off. Actually, never mind. We don't have enough armor for that. Oh man. Hamster says I think the Phoenix one has to be energy. Not really got the tonnage for ballistics. That's true. Yeah, man. There's not a lot that we can do for this. That's a bummer. That's a straight up legitimate bummer. Let's see. Can we put this in the arm up here? That's all we're gonna do if we do that, Steel. Served Cold says 2 snub PPCs and damn the heat in the armor. Oh, that'd be cool. Unfortunately, we don't have any snub PPCs for that. Yeah, yeah. Full armor, large laser. It's kind of a standard build, but we can roll with it. I think that is definitely going to work out all right. I'm going to spread these out here simply because Ogre says in reality, I always hate this mech. We've done some really cool stuff. We've done a lot of really good punch bot builds with this before, and it's worked out okay. But needless to say, it's not super fantastic. Um, Running a little hot, but it's all right. 3 bars efficiency. We're gonna ignore the that heat efficiency with the small lasers though, simply because we don't need to worry about it. I'll put the large laser over here. We'll kind of hedge our bets and just kind of roll with it. It is what it is, and yeah, it'll be fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Drop the legs down a little bit. Usually not too opposed to doing that, bringing him back in line closer with what you can get for everything else up here. I want to make sure because we're gonna get surrounded. We'll be all right. I'll drop the legs closer to what you can get for the back armor up here. It'll be all right. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hamster says, I don't mind it. Shoot until you overheat and then punch something. Fair point. Fair point. We'll roll with this. I think this is pretty much a standard build, right? Pretty close. There's machine guns in there. Not too bad. Well, we will designate this the Breadbox Privateer variant, the BBP. There we go. 4 days to win it. Oh, yeah, man. There we go. Punch bot. That's all right. That works for me. Crazy color scheme. I love this thing, man. It's so much fun. Our Vulcan, I'm loving. Just all the small lasers and an ER large laser. Basically, shoot at range until you can get up close, and then you just murder things until they go away. Let's just say the hard points act weird. We've got a weird goofy laser over there, but it's all right. It's all right. So let's go back over here. Let's get going to where we got to go. I'm just going to let the stuff roll through here. Usually you can shift click to kind of get stuff working and readying itself up. I think we're going to be all right. We're going to shift click over here to get to this Argo upgrade. It should just completely skip us to that point after a cutscene. And we can pick another upgrade to get, which is cool. Basically, the Ogre is saying, Firestarter Disco Ball build is fun, full armor, no jump jets, 4 medium lasers, and all the small lasers. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I haven't been able to put 4 medium lasers on one before. That might be a different variant. But usually I just run all the small lasers I can, or I go with a oh man, English is hard. Headhunter variant style with all the machine guns, which is pretty cool. Oh, Noble Bonds. Oh man, nice. It's not like I'm the only noble-born person on this ship, says Sarvik, slumping low in your guest chair. I mean, there's you. Why can't Red Potato harass you about their stupid idea? Apparently, when Sarvik asked to speak to you privately about something Darius wouldn't understand, it was about the trials and tribulations of being nobility. Well, what is Red Potato's idea, you ask? I don't know. Something about cooling systems. She wants me to use my connections to get the idea to people who can implement it. And she isn't believing me when I say that my birth doesn't automatically open doors like that. And even if it did, I can't waste it on bullcrap. Sarvik gives you a plaintive look, clearly hoping for advice. Or at least, sympathy. Oh, man. Listen to Sarvik, but don't get involved is going to be my approach. Hey, man. Sounds like a you problem. You chat with Sarvik for a while, emphasizing that this kind of situation is bound to come up anytime you mingle freely with the lower classes. Dealing with it gracefully is a duty, but it's okay to vent it in private. Occasionally. No lasting consequences. Oh, baby. Oh, man. What do we got going on? We are going to continue that upgrade to the Argo. Ogre says, no jump jet, full armor is so awesome. Its speed lets you whack all kinds of small mechs. 2 of those in the same lance can strip any mech of legs and arms. You flank one side with one mech and the other, so either way you can strip a leg or arm quickly to salvage larger mechs. Absolutely, man. Firestarters are legit good. Hamster says Firestarter is one of my favorite lights. The only thing that would make Firestarters even more popular is if they included infantry in the game. Like, it's just more things for them to focus on, which is super cool. So we got our engineering ship upgrades. Let's go over here and talk to Farah and see what we can do. I kind of want to go for this. That's really freaking expensive though, so we're gonna hold off. This is a little bit better. We can get people back up to speed. Um, hmm. Sure, let's get the power conduits rocking and rolling again. Works for me. Ogre says get a bunch of 3+ small lasers and it's devastating. Oh yeah, man. The disco ball fire starters, I love. They're so good. They're so good. Even the machine gun ones are good. I don't run that much ammo in them. I'm hoping that the ammo gets kicked out fast enough that it's not an issue. It generally works out all right. So let's see. Travel time to Milan. We're just gonna put it on the clock. We're gonna let it roll. It should be fine. Oh baby, look at this approach. Look at this multi-moon system, red dwarf system. Holy crap. We're going to go to the store before we even look at what missions are available because if there's some cool stuff, we'll buy it. And if not, we'll just bail and go somewhere else. Dragon, I would love to get some dragon parts. We got nothing, so it's not worthwhile. Kind of the same thing for the javelin. Jenner parts. Ooh, there's 2 pieces here, chat. Oh, baby. Ogre says, ammo goes boom. Boom is bad. Never be next to the boom. This is true. That's why, at least here, since we have case, but not in any of the mechs that I'm running, generally what I'm trying to do is I will run as few bits of ammo as I can, and I will shoot non-stop to get that ammo below half capacity on these mechs. Because once your ammo in your ammo bin is below half, if that ammo bin is critted, there's no explosion. And so that way, basically, as I'm closing, I'm shooting as much as I can. Same thing for missiles. And then I start husbanding my shots quite a bit more once we get to that point, which is cool. Ogre's asking, how many parts do I need to build a mech? I am running 8 parts. So what this shows us right here is 8 parts total. We have none of these built up in inventory. For this particular variant, we've got 6 parts. And of other variants we can mix and match, we have 7. So there's another mod out there that's still going through a lot of development. It's legit super, super awesome. Which is BattleTech Revised. It might be worth your alley, kind of checking it out. Full disclosure, I did do some preliminary work and development on it, doing some of the initial coil mech variants. You can do 12 parts per mech in that particular mod, which is crazy, 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 crazy. But I'm thinking we're going to buy a Jenner. That's really cool. Unless there's something else here. We could get a Trebuchet, but we don't really have the parts for it. Same thing for the Wolverine. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there are some awesome weapons here. Yes. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Persuaded Terror says, stick all the ammo down one leg like a shoplifter. If you're trying to play in BattleTech, that is straight up the smartest thing you can do. It minimizes a lot of damage. It minimizes a lot of risk in your mechs. But seeing as how I was introduced to BattleTech via tabletop, it's always going to go in the torsos, arms, or CT. I'm never going to stick it in the legs because it's not allowed, basically, if you do that. So, oh, man. Yeah, it's very rough, man. I love it. We're playing on some of the hardest difficulty settings you can possibly play here, Ogre. Basically, pilot lethality, CT destruction is on. Everything is on stingy. All that fun stuff, man. Hamster says, I'm having a go at BTR at the moment, enjoying it, though I'm still learning. It's rough. It's rough. You'll run across some bugs and stuff. They're constantly squashing them, and they're constantly adding content. BTR is very much a passion project. It's a pretty cool mod that's out there, but it is still in development. So BEX3025 is basically Vanilla Plus. If you like the campaign, definitely dive into BEX3025. It's like the proper expansion content is what it is. It's so good. And it's stable, man. It's so stable. It's so good, man. Hamster says, I did wonder where the coil mechs came from. Yeah, all the RV variants in that mod, those are mine. Absolutely. Persuaded says, I'm an LRM junkie. Yeah, dude, LRMs are a lot of fun. Let's see what else is. A medium pulse. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Chat. We're going to be broke. We're going to be broke. Look at everything that's here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Wow. Oh, there's more. There's more. Oh, my goodness. Before I buy stuff, let's let's take a look and see what missions are here. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Please be something good. There's really not a lot here. Ambush Convoy, 2 Skull. Take the bait. Straight up battle. We got some really light ones here that aren't gonna pay very well at all. 2.5 skulls. We can probably take these on. These right here, these 3 skulls. That's gonna be rough. Oh man, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Wow. That's right, Persuaded. Shut up and take our C-bills. Ogre says, Phoenix Hawk without arm mod. Oh my. Yep. Last mech is going to give you a good mech to salvage. Is it? Last mech standing? Ooh. We could probably dive into that. That wouldn't be too shabby. Oh, man. Hmm. Take the beta is going to give you a good one as well, you say, hey? We can probably dive into that too. So the question is, do we buy stuff first or do we go in for all of this? I think we're going to go all in because our house rules, if we get below 1.5 million C-bills, we're going to prioritize C-bills. If we get above 2.5 million C-bills, we're going to prioritize salvage. So I think we're going to dive into this. Take the bait seems like a pretty stand-up, straight-up fight. That looks really, really exciting by all the things. Yeah, that's true. We're going to negotiate into this. Pick one, get 6. That's not too bad. 250,000 C-bills. That'll be all right. Working for the planetary government for sure. I mean, chat's talking about coil weapons. I really like the concept. As part of the BattleTech Revised, we kind of set up a lore on how they kind of came into existence. And so, if you look at the different Dash RV mech variants out there, they each have a specific reason and way they came into existence, a specific year that came about. And you can kind of get a good picture of how coils came in from the periphery and became canon, basically, through all by looking at all the different RV variant mechs that are out there, which is pretty cool. So we even have a Banshee RV variant mech, a Challenger variant mech. There's a lot of good stuff out there, a Charger, all that stuff. We're gonna hit the accept button over here. We're going to basically roll in with all our mechs, man. All our danger noodles for sure. A brand new Phoenix Hawk, our Punchbot Vulcan. The question is, what do we want to bring in? So we've got a medium ranged Brawling Griffin. We've got a Jack of all trades Phoenix Hawk. We have basically a switch hitter Punchbot Vulcan. Oh man, oh man, oh man. We could bring in the Valkyrie. It ignores up to 2 evasion pips because of the intercept system. We could bring in our fire starter again, or our long range Panther. I think we're going to be bringing in our fire starter straight up for sure, for sure, for sure. Ogre says I usually start at 3025, so no Star League, no coil, etc. until post 3028, and only if I salvage it. No buying high-end tech for me. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we kind of did that with our pro pirate campaign. Just being allied with the pirates made it so difficult to get access to anything. Everything was very expensive. You had some access to some really cool one-off stuff, but you couldn't guarantee what you needed. So it was very much hodgepodge. It was a good fun challenge. Always prioritizing the pirate missions over everything else. So let's see. What do we want to do, man? Who do we want to have for pilots coming in? I think we definitely need to have served cold for sure. Absolutely for sure, man. Let's see. Served cold, I think you're good to go. Which mech do you want to pilot here? You've got 5 gunnery, 3 pilot, a bunch of guts, and some multi-shot, my friend. If you're here in chat, served cold, let me know which mech you want to pilot and dive on in. Other than that, we got to get a good punch bot down here. Piloting, I think we're going to put Tugboat down here in the fire starter. That's kind of his modus operandi. And we need another good punch bot that can also shoot for the Vulcan. Technophobe's pretty decent, all things considered. Reputato's pretty good too. Harry, Flavolicious. We're going to go with... I think we're going to go with Cyber Gizmo with that multi-shot. That's not too bad. All the small lasers and the ER, we can split shot and do some different things. Potato! Serve Cola wants the potato, the Griffin mech. Oh, baby, that's right. Oh, man. Persuaded says, pirates are just misunderstood mercs. Oh, my. Oh, baby. That's right. Hamster says, well, you're basically privateers. You're pirates to everyone you're not under contract to. That's correct. We are officially sanctioned pirates, man. It's correct. And we got a letter of marque and everything. It's super good. So what do we want to do here? A good jack of all trades pilot. Who do we have as generally pretty decent across the board? That's probably going to be Flavolicious or Moon Prime. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty good. Tanja Falkenbach's probably good too. We're gonna go with Tanja Falkenbach. We're gonna be getting hot anyway. We're not gonna get the best usage out of multi-shotting as it is. Plus, this gives us access to a high tactical pilot, as well as some sensor lock, which is always, always, always good. So, ladies and gents, we're gonna hit that deploy button. We're gonna get stuck on in, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna switch it over to the BRB screen. Uno momento, por favor. See you in a moment. All right, and we're back. Oh man, just checking in on Mini Toast. Everything is going fine. We're here to dive back into some more BattleTech. Oh baby, here we are for our mission, ladies and gents. Destroy enemy units, battle 250,000 civils, pick one, get six. 2 skulls, difficulty could flex to 3 or could flex down to 1. I would be okay with that. Commander, the planetary government is tracking an extremely heavy mech with pirate heraldry. This provocation is almost certainly bait for a trap. We'd like you to spring this trap. Engage the heavy mech, intercept the forces the local pirate organization sends to defend it, and destroy all of them. I'm not comfortable with how little information we have about the enemy forces, Commander. Well, Darius, let me tell you what, man. It's more than we usually get from you, so I think it's going to work out just fine. Oh, baby. Here we go. Begin that mission button. Let's see how sideways it gets. It's snowy, which is pretty cool. That'll be all right. Hopefully, helps us out because we're going to run pretty cold, so. Hamster says, Commander, our yearly pirate bribery fund is dried up. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's exactly how it goes, man. We're in the area where the hostile mech was sighted. Move up and try to flush it out. Let's see what sort of trap this is. Stay alert, Commander. Oliveira out. Yeah, springing traps to the face is something I'm particularly good with. We are starting here in a corner, which is good, so we're not likely to see reinforcements on either of our immediate flanks. Ooh, okay. This is going to be interesting. We're going to be fighting in an area, basically a little tiny peninsula, with minimal access, if I recall on this map, to get in and out of the water, and not really good flanking opportunities for us to dive up and around, but really good flanking opportunities for the AI to kind of fire down on us from above, which is not good. So, with that, my general approach is going to be speed first, straight up the road. And once we make contact with the enemy, we'll figure out if we can rotate left and clockwise to try to get over here and then pop out, or if we need to rotate up and over to the right. What's likely going to happen is we're going to have to push into the teeth of this, up to this, basically through the saddle up here in the terrain, in order to then break out and then be able to fan out and make some decisions. But this is going to be painful. This is potentially going to be very, very painful. And that's kind of what we're known for. It's a masochism tango. It's going to be just fine. So the enemy is doing stuff, and we don't know where they are. That is intriguing to me. Basically, it means they are not in this area, at least not easily. We'll send our Griffin straight up. No, they are there. What? What is this? What is this? What kind of pirate? Ugh, what? No, this is not what I want to see. I really hope it's not like a manticore. That would not be good, ladies and gents. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, but never the streams. Never cross those. What are we dealing with? What are we dealing with? Phoenix Hawk, right into the teeth of danger. What are you? On it. Demolisher. Oh, no. Oh, man. That is not what I want to be face to face with in our brand new Phoenix Hawk. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Hamster of Wrath says, I made the joke the other day that when fighting against local government lances, they can't possibly be paid enough to be blown up and set on fire. Gosh, man. Oh, it's a fully armored one as well. Oh. Oh, man. Not good. Not good. Yeah, Hamster says, called it. Ogre says, dead Phoenix Hawk. Maybe only one of the AC-20s will hit you. Surf goes, run, go, get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. What are you waiting for? It's right there. Oh, man. All right, well, the rest of us need to move up and support this insanity. Here we go. Thankfully, all our small lasers can hit with the Vulcan.
Confirmed.
Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. This is not good. Oh, enemy turn gets to go. Thankfully, it's not that right now. Whew. Let's just say things are not going well. We're going to send Tug up here at point-blank range. Everybody, let's just go stare the murder demolisher, the murder tank in the face, and see if we can't do enough to make it go away. Oh, we got the structure exposed, which is useful. It's not going to be useful enough, though, because the next thing to go is going to be it.
What's up, boss?
Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Thankfully, we got a nice, clear line of fire right between our two friendlies right here with the Griffin. Oh, man, here we go. Oh, here it is. Let's roll the dice.
I copy.
Bazap, 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 bazap. Yes! Served cold, saving the day, man. Literally saving our bacon.
Enemy vehicle eliminated.
Served cold, showing them how it's done. Someone just got toasted. Oh, baby. Ogre says Disco Firestarter would have shot all 4 medium lasers and 6 lasers would have finished the Demolisher. You're absolutely right, man. If we get the chance to dive into one of those, we'll do that. So we had the Demolisher over here. It looks like we are being flanked by 2 mechs. Don't really know the sizes. Hamster says noise. For sure. We're going to send Tanja just straight up here to go see what they are. Face first into the enemy. One's going to be a Locust 1V, okay, and 2 other unknown mechs. Interesting. My guess is that was going to be basically their counts as heavy, and we're going to be running up against 2 lights and a medium, probably. That's going to be my guess. So, yeah. Ogre says the Demolisher was your main mission. These are just junk. Yeah, that's a bummer, man. I would love to salvage a Demolisher. That'd be a cool vehicle to field, but, oh, golly gee whiz, man. It is what it is. Thankfully, we're getting paid a decent amount for this, so it's not a total loss. You know, we're doing what we can. Look at the Vulcan up there with the ER large laser. Bazap. There it is. 40 damage rolling in. Finally unsettled. Enemy turn is rolling along. And it's a Stinger 3R. Nothing special. I got to keep an eye on it, though. That has a pretty cool paint scheme, from what I recall. Let's see. Can we get eyes on what it's doing? Nah, not a particularly interesting paint scheme. I thought it was some cool piratey stuff, but basically it's standing waist deep in bathwater going, crap. That's not good. Not good at all. We're going to get the tugboat up there with the Firestarter with the ER medium laser and doing some good chances to hit. Bazapping away. And we got one hit, we got one miss. I don't think it's going to be enough. The Locust is still tootling around. Served cold, can we get you up there? Not in a way that's at all meaningful, unfortunately, for taking out this particular mech. But we can do some other stuff that's out there, which is cool. Sure. Let's see. Over here, you can see the chevrons on the outside go to orange. It means that's going to be at least a better firing solution. So we're going to do that. We're going to get in there and just kind of launch everything we have. Structure exposed right off the bat. All the missiles screaming on him. We completely blow off a left arm, which is good, and unsettled as well. Hamster says, yeah, kind of funny when that happens. Or, there is a powerful enemy mech, and it's a Locust. Super Locust, man. Super Locusts are scary. I will say this. We have done our fair share of melee Locust builds, and as long as they're properly supported, they have positive kill-to-deployment ratios. Like, they are legit scary, terrifying. It's just something to be cognizant of, you know? Tanja Falkenbach. Sure, we're going to go out here into the water. What are we doing with a Phoenix Hawk 1K? We need more parts of one of those, so I am definitely not at all opposed to doing that. We're going to jump with the Phoenix Hawk into the water. We get a damage bonus, so we're going to go that route. I'm going to try to finish off this Stinger. I am down for picking up 1K parts. That'll definitely be good. Oh, right torso, right leg destroyed. Panic level critical. That's going to be 2 immediate pilot injuries. Oh, baby, now you're in a destroyed mech under the water. In tabletop, you'd roll to see if you exploded. Just like that unfortunate scene in Pacific Rim where the mech goes under the water. Oh, man, that's probably the saddest part of that entire movie is when the Russian Jaeger mech, or the Russian mech just goes down. Oh, dude, that just hits you right in the feels, man. That sucks. That sucks hard. But it is what it is. Spoilers, by the way, so no worries. We're going to completely core this mech out. There it is, CT destroyed. I am focusing in on getting pieces off of that 1K. That's what I really, really want to get out of this mission now that we know it's on the battlefield. Because we have 2 parts, I think, maybe 1. So the more parts of those we can get, the more, basically, the closer we can get to building one. The 1Ks are pretty decent. I'm pretty huge. So, Persuaded Terra says Cherno Alpha was the best mech of that movie. Yeah, man. Oh, dude, like the lore-wise, it was one of the originals from way back, and it was still doing its thing. Oh man, like just I want to know more about that story. That as a movie would be awesome. Now I'm not talking the second Pacific Rim movie. That's junk. It happens. It's all filmed in the daytime. It's just ugh. But the original Pacific Rim movie, a movie about pilots and giant robots fighting giant aliens with enough of a story to make it interesting, but not to detract from the actual like robot alien smashing action. Man, top notch. So good. So good. That movie knew exactly what it wanted to do, and it went out and achieved it. It was so exciting for that. We're going to run down here, point blank range, if we can, and just start picking on this Phoenix Hawk. It's going to work out just fine. So, or Worf even. Fair point. Fair point. Oh, man, that Locust is like, nope. Nope. You can't pay me enough. Nope. Do not want. And this right here is what I'm talking about. There's not really a good way to get through this because of the terrain. So we're going to sprint up the road, and we're going to set ourselves up to kind of pounce on this Phoenix Hawk next time around with that potato mech over there, and it'll be fine. The Locust is coming back. Basically, it's being called back in by its Phoenix Hawk compadre, as it were. And it's not going to save it. We're still going to dogpile it pretty hard here, is my guess. Tundra Falkenbach. We're going to get you up here to near point blank range. We're not going to worry about jumping up there with the Phoenix Hawk just yet. We probably should be, in all honesty. But even jumping in water, we are getting pretty hot. So, yeah, Pacific Rim 2 is just, nope. Let's take all the things that were good in Pacific Rim, the first movie, and not do those. That's pretty much what Pacific Rim 2 is. I've not watched that movie all the way through. I can't. It's... like, I'm a huge fan of, like, the old Godzilla movies where, you know, guy or gal in rubber suit fights other guy or gal in rubber suit. Like, if that's what you're signing up for, sweet, it's perfect, right? You know exactly the cheesiness that you're signing up for, and as long as there's enough supporting information to make that somewhat realistic, go for it. It's a good popcorn movie flick, B-rated movie, whatever. And Pacific Rim is a very, very well done version of that. I think it's one of the best ones I've seen of that style. And Pacific Rim 2 basically goes, we're not going to do all the things that were good, or all the things that you don't do in those movies. We're going to focus on. And I'm just like, why? you had one job, and they just couldn't figure it out, man. Just could not figure it out. Oh well, it is what it is. Ladies and gents, we do have to keep an eye here on our morale. We are above 50%. I don't want to let that get maxed out at 100% because it's not going to serve us well at all. We're probably going to take advantage of that with served cold the next time we get to go. And hopefully core out this mech. In the meantime, Tugboa's getting up here with a punch and crunch fire starter. Boom! There it is. Right arm destroyed. On fire. Daka for days. There we go. Looking for crits. Heatsink destroyed. Oh, baby. Say hello to my little right fist. Kaboom, kaboom. Served cold is going to get here at point blank range with the Griffin, the potato mech. We're going to precision strike into the CT of this Phoenix Hawk or into the leg. That's a good question. We're going to go for the leg. I'm not going to try to farm parts on this, but if we can get the leg down, it's going to make it easier for other mechs to basically shoot in. And it's all working out, man. Bada bing, bada boom. Tug Bobo, go for the smash and grab one more time. Baby, baby, baby. There it is. More into the damage, more into the torso and the CT Daka, and boom! CT destroyed, right leg destroyed. Tug Bobo showing them how it's done. Someone just got toasted. And just like that, the Locust is like, ah, crap. So, ladies and gents, here's a cool thing that I wish they would have put in the game. I know it's a pipe dream, but in a situation like this where you've got a heavily damaged mech or a Locust that's faster than all of us, basically that mech goes nope and just withdraws, and it's it. Your mission is over. You can't catch up to it. It's gone. I would love to see that happen, similar to the behavior you get with the assassination missions where your target just decides to bug out, and they're like, nope, we're good. I would love to have seen that in there because the idea that this mech fights to the last, mm, it beggars disbelief a little bit, unfortunately. So, what are you gonna do? Man, we can't even sensor lock it. It's so far out there, but we are gonna get our eyes on. Oh, what is this? What is this? There is another mech out here. Okay. What? What? Oh, man. All right. Well, we're going to continue to move forward with the Vulcan. Yeah, you'd think they'd punch out for sure, Hamster. Absolutely. And ER large laser, no worries. We're going to get some shots in. What are you, man? What is it? Is this a mech that's beyond the map border? Interesting.
Waiting for orders.
Very, very interesting. We're going to run up here and see what happens. Yeah, all the map border bugs. Sometimes they deploy outside the map. Yeah, it's one of those things that unfortunately happens with Mission Control occasionally. And a lot more than it did in vanilla. But that's all right.
Good to go.
We're going to get up here and at least see what it is.
Moving out.
A Panther 9R. Okay. So, much better chance to hit that. So we're going to shoot it. We're going to blow it up. If we get some good salvage stuff. Good solid CT shot, Tanja. Holy crap. Shiza, man. Holy wow. We'll take our shots. That'll be all right. And it's just kind of hanging out, not doing stuff. That's unfortunately the usual bug that you get. We'll send the Vulcan over here, and we will multi-shot while we're at it. Up there with the ER large laser, and up close with the small laser. This laser booms. There it is. Oh, baby. Yeah, running into Kurita on missions when they have so many PPCs is quite honestly legitimatately terrifying. Even if the PPCs didn't do that much damage, much more than a large laser, they have the debilitating effect on all of your shots. It's just, ugh.
Yes, boss.
Crazy, crazy sauce, man. We're going to have Tug Boba come down here, and with that ER medium laser, I love this thing. Get some shots for the CT. We miss. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hamster says, yeah, not much point having an injection system if you weren't going to use it. That's true. That's true.
Good to go.
Not a lot we can do here, so we're just going to sprint all the way down with the Griffin. I think it's going to be all over by the time Served Cold gets in there for the finishing shots. Again, mech just can't really do much of it, and no worries there. Vulcan's going to go punchy crunchy. Go get him, Cyber Gizmo. Oh, baby. Ogre says, yeah, the death before dishonor was so rare in the BattleTech universe that they always had to mention it as such in the lore and books. Absolutely, man. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, the humanity, man. The humanity. All the legs gone in that locust.
Yes,
Just
Commander.
bad juju. Squish, squish. Bad stuff. Really got to get into the habit of jumping with this mech a lot more often than we do right now to get that damage boost. It'd be cool if we could salvage a Panther. We already have a bunch of them, but going down that road would be all right. So, yeah, that mech is literally scrapped. There's nothing left of that thing, like, at all.
You?
Served Cold is getting a chance to roll on in. Here we go. Firing all the things. Alpha Strike, whoosh, 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 murder whoosh, whoosh, boom. Served Cold chalking up another kill. Oh, baby. Darius is saying that all our targets are good to go. I think that works out just fine for us. Oh, man, it's become modular. That's right, man. 2,000 mech part pickup. Oh, baby. 200,000 C-bills, not too shabby. All our mechs are in one piece. And we got to get a chance here to get a 1K part. We're going to grab that unless there's something else unique down here. I don't see anything. We're going to hit that confirm button. Got another Locust 1V part and a Stinger part, which is cool. Medium lasers. We've got 2. We'll basically hang on to that. Heat sinks. We have 7. We'll hang on to that. And jump jets for small. We're going to sell those. No worries. Oh, man. So the question is, do we dive on to the next mission? And I think the answer is most discernibly yes. The big question is, are we going to get what we want out of it? I'm hoping so. The idea of focusing down some really big mechs, we're really desperately trying to do what we can to get back into the mediums and into the heavies as fast as possible. I don't care what kind it is that we get. We're not going to build these because we don't have all the Argo pieces unlocked, but we're going to see what happens. And actually, just for kicks, let's go to the hiring hall and see if there's any streamer pilots here. T-Bone looks like that's going to be a backer pilot, not a streamer, and that's all right. So back over to the contracts. Oh, man. Ogre says, I always thought this game could have had a wonderful psych minigame in it, keeping track of pilots you killed, pilots you let live, pilots you let go free, even had the option for pilots to join you or for you to ransom the mech back to them, right? So I'm a huge proponent of the idea. I have no idea if a modder will ever implement it. But basically, if you have to withdraw or fail a mission, you lose your mechs. Just straight up. Like you left that hardware on the battlefield. You did not complete the objective. Bad stuff happened. Because I always think it's odd, right? Like when we destroy mechs and bad things happen, we get all the salvage. But when the Op 4 does it, we get our mechs back. So I would love to see that happen. I'd love to. I think it would add a lot more immersion. It would definitely scale the difficulty of the game. I think it'd be really, really cool. A little swig of Werner's ginger ale, man. The original ginger soda. Oh, so good, man. 1866. Delicious, delicious stuff. Hold the field or lose the medal. Absolutely, man. That would be cool. All right, so what do we want to tackle next? I heard Last Mech Standing is potentially well worth the mech salvage. It is a one skull, which is a little surprising. That being said, though, I'm probably going to dive into Backyard Barbecue otherwise. Before we get too much C-bills here. See, assign experience to pilots before next mission. That's a good point. Let's dive into there and take a look at what we got going on here for our pilots. Cyber Gizmo, can definitely. We're gonna hang out. We're going up the gunnery tree. Starvik continue to hold out for the gunnery tree. Data King 1 getting closer to that coolant vent. That'll be really, really nice to get. Death Fox continue to focus up this tree as well. Oh man, Don Zappo. I think we're gonna keep focusing on making this generic as possible across the board. Basically, jack of all trades if we can. Blavelicious is trying to push up the gunnery tree. I know that for a fact. So we'll leave that alone for now. Because in this mod, especially on the difficulty settings that we're on, which is simulation, you're capped. There's only so much that you can get overall, and so you can't get 10 out of 10 pilots across the board. So you really have to be careful on what you focus in on. Sensor lock over there. We're going to keep holding out for more here with Garrison.
I'm here.
Harry78, the man, the myth, the legend himself. We're going to keep pushing for coolant vent. Moon Prime, generally going jack of all trades approach. That's all right with me. Works out just fine. Red Potato standing by, continuing to hold out for more piloting. Served cold as well. Oh, baby. Served cold. Served cold. What do you like to have next? Do you want to keep holding out for more gunnery? Or would you like to put some points into guts or tactics? Got 24-30 in experience. We're ready to rock and roll. Let me know and we can dive back into this. Hamster says, the dreaded ambush convoy mission. For sure. Tanja Falkenbach. We're going to keep pushing up tactics route if we can. Technophobe as well. Going to keep pushing up the piloting. We're going to keep tag teaming all the way up. That is the goal. Oh, man. What do we got down here? That Hollow, focusing on gunnery through and through. Next up, we got Tin Can Pops. If you're out there watching Tin Can, whether it's on YouTube or here on Twitch, hopefully you're doing well, my friend. Love the name. Love you, dude. Super, super cool stuff. Hopefully things continue to work out well for you. We are that much closer to coolant vent, which is super, super awesome. We're going to finish out here with the last two pods. Then we're going to come back up to Served Cold, who wants to put things into tactics. Toast, again, we're saving up for piloting. Tug Bobo, putting everything into piloting. Who needs more than 2 gunnery when you can punch mechs in the face? It's all right. Where are we at for Served Cold? Served Cold, Served Cold. Serving Served Cold in the list here somewhere. There we are. Tactics indeed. Bada bing, bada boom. Gunnery and tactics. -2 minimum range penalty. Nice, nice, nice. Ogre says, convoy missions take a certain group of mechs and weapon loadouts to handle easily. Yeah, we don't really have that, so we're just going to just dive on in and see what happens. We've gotten pretty lucky for the most part. It's generally worked out well, so. Hamster Vrass says, I tend to ignore the scout location and head straight to the denial area so they can come to me. Well, for sure, because they're still going to be moving towards it regardless all the way through. I think that's what we're probably going to do. Backyard Barbecue, Ambush Convoy. I think that's what we're going to do for sure. Hit that negotiation button. We are still in our location where we just leave things right in the middle. 250,000 C-bills. Pick 2, get 8. We're not going to get a lot of fancy stuff, but it's going to work out all right. Our pilots are a little bit tuckered on out. We've got some really good ones here. I think we're going to pull out our fire starter for our Locust, our 1v melee Locust. Look at this thing. ER small lasers, R mods, melee gyro. This thing has a potential alpha of over 80 damage, which is pretty crazy cool good. So, Ogre says you have a fast sensor mech, go straight at convoy and draw out escort. Heavy hitters go to the block the route and destroy it as it advances. That generally works out really well. You're absolutely spot on. Death Fox, we're gonna put down here in the Locust. This is generally her mech. Most of her experiences in this thing. Just dude, cool stuff. That means we gotta put Data King 1 over into the Griffin. That's right, in the Potato Mech. Actually, correction, over here into the Vulcan. Garrison loves the Griffin. Data King loves the Vulcan, man. That's his favorite mech. If you get a chance, ask him about it. He is a huge fan. Just like Garrison loves the Potato Mechs, they are his favorite. Now, as far as generally putting people and someone into the Phoenix Hawk, we want to make sure that we can have someone that can tackle most of the things here, most of the problems, most of the situations. I think we got a good selection for that. We just got to make sure that we do it properly. And I think for the most part, what we're going to do for that this time around is going to be Flavolicious. Generally, that's a pretty decent mech to hold his own in there, and it's going to work out all right. Potato Mech, that's one on me. Oh, man. That's right. Griffin, potatoes. Garrison, honestly, Garrison hates Griffins. There is the mech that he hates the most, which is why I always put him in it. Just like Data King, it's the same way with the Vulcan. He's like, why? But I love the switch hitter status here in BattleTech of the Vulcan. Whenever I get one as a starting mech, I do not sell it. I always run with it. Just like with the Locust 1v, they can do so much work. So good, man. And so with that, we're going to hit the deploy button. We're going to see how absolutely sideways this gets. And I'm going to reach down here into the grab bag of voicedom. Some people on YouTube call me the Viceroy of Voices. We're going to see what we get as far as the voice to work on. Oh, buddy. Oh, we haven't done this one. Very well. Alrighty. Hamster says, you swayed me on the Vulcans. They're pretty versatile if you're taking a melee punch bot approach. They're very versatile in that route. They're pretty straightforward. They can also be easily retooled into a much more supporting role, either as a flamer mech, long range mech, whatever it may be, as your lance expands. They're kind of a jack of all trades, not super good at everything, and they're easy to focus down, but they grow with your lance in a way that I really enjoy. So. Ogre says if there were infantry and infantry manned weapons and bunkers, this would be a much better game. Dude, I would love to see that happen. I know Rogue Tech is looking at doing that. I don't know if it's ever going to be implemented, but they've implemented like VTOLs and Aerotechs and stuff like that. So we'll see what trickles down. If someone can do it, that'll probably be the first place you start seeing people try to tackle that in a way that works. But I would love to see that. That would be cool. Yeah, Vulcan is what kills Fast Locust. Absolutely. Already here, deploy the blah blah. Words are hard. Destroy the supply convoy and escape. Destroy the convoy guards. 200,000 C-bills. Pick 2, get 8. 2 skull. This could flex to 3. And of course, the text. They maintain a very accurate registry of all military convoys on this planet. Recently, an analyst spotted something odd. A convoy that wasn't accounted for anywhere in our records. It's been regularly traveling along one of our standard logistical routes and using our logistical comms, which is how it evaded detection for so long. Our signal intercepts tells us that they're pirate drivers, so we have to assume they're smuggling right in our own backyard. We don't want to spook them with our own military comm chatter, so we need an independent force to intercept and destroy them. Clever smugglers hiding in plain sight. Now that their cover's blown, they're likely to call for military backup. Oh, baby. That's right, Darius. That means much more payment for us, hopefully. And hopefully it doesn't go sideways. That would suck. Ogre says, Disco fire starters also kill fast. Look, yeah, Disco fire starters are a solid choice. According to these survey maps, you should be able to see the convoy's route from this location. Once you have eyes on, destroy the vehicles. Any other units are at your discretion. But there shouldn't be much opposition. Famous last words. Commander, when you're ready for pickup, I'll meet you here at this LZ. Oh, man. What are we dealing with? What are we dealing with, chat? We are not in a corner, which means if there are going to be reinforcements, unlikely for this type of mission. They could come on either flank, so we'll see. Hamster says, so it'll be 4 demolishers and 3 atlases, right? So we have to stop the convoy from escaping here at the end of the road. We're going to try to maneuver up and cut them off if we can. Recon here. By the time we get to this point, they're going to likely be moving in here, possibly further back. If they have any fast movers, they're going to be all the way already up over here. English is hard, man. You'd think learning to talk would be a little bit easier, but it's not. It's all right. So with that being the case, we're going to start shifting over here. I'm going to try to move down through this valley so we can cop out and use this terrain as line of sight blocking terrain as much as possible. That way we don't get caught in the high ground, especially by LRMs and things like that. Same thing with the Griffin, the Vulcan as well. And the Locust, we're going to have Scream Along over here also. And the main thing with the Locust is we are using this since it is a melee-focused Locust. It is energy fighter status, which means full in, full out, full evasion pips for melee if you can, never stopping, always, always, always maneuvering to get max evasion pips every single time, because if you don't do that, you're not likely going to be successful. Now, the risk is always that once you get tagged or lagged, it's over. And that is very, very legitimate. There's nothing else we can really do about that. But we're going to see what we can do with what we have right now. I'm going to have the Locust kind of roll up here, out of the way to kind of draw a line of fire if we need it. See how that works. Persuaded Terror says, my striker kills fast max 60 LRMs per volley. That is true. Hamster says, melee-focused Locust. Melee-focused Hocus Pocus Locust? I like it, man. The HP Locust. There it is. So they're moving up. I guess they're likely going to be in this area is my guess. We're going to send our Phoenix Hawk up basically to kind of get on this corner and prep. Ooh, they're a little closer than I expected, which is good. Let's see, the Vulcan is going to move up here. We're going to... Oh, man, we can't even reserve. That's right. That's all right. It's all right with us. We're going to tuck up here, basically chill out, sprinting with the Griffin, and we're going to get our Locust way over here and prepped. Basically, we're going to cut in and out, zooming in and zooming out as much as we foreseeably can. This is a very, very big convoy. We see 3 mechs and 4 vehicles. And you can see that the main convoy is the solid pluses that are over here. So the actual escorts are the ones that are the broken ones. So they have 3 mechs for escorts, and the rest are convoys. We're going to reserve all the way down because we want them to be in our face, in our teeth. We are going to basically be doing our best to make sure that we get to this very last stage, and it's going to be an I go, they go over and over and over because we want to be close range fisticuffs every single time. Now, what's a bummer about this mech being this way is we can't get in melee. It's just not going to work very well. Because you can't melee things that you don't know what they are. The game doesn't allow you to do that. So we're going to get up here and do the next best thing, which is point blank. Oh my gosh. What is this? A sentinel? What? What is this thing? Oh my goodness. Whoa. AC5 small laser SRM2. I have no idea what this is. That is a really cool paint scheme. Wow, that's cool. What else do they have in here? Do we know? Hunchback 4G. Oh man, they are packing. Oh gosh, this is gonna be painful, ladies and gents. This is gonna be very, very painful. Thankfully, they're down a little bit on armor, but oh man, oh man. Ugh. It's an AT-AT. How much armor does this have? More than I'd like, but not a lot. Oh, golly gee whiz, man. We're going to get pounded upon. This is going to be a very, very painful experience. Yep. Usually it's not so bad if the escorts are actually, like, you know, not that heavily armed. This is just going to be straight up painful. And our Griffin's going to take the brunt of it. Oh! AC-20 to the CT. That's not good. That's not good at all, man. That's really not good. Can't quite get Death Fox to move up here. We're going to hold off on that. Shoot. We're going to come in and punch bot with the
Well,
Phoenix Hawk.
confirmed.
We're going to just basically open ourselves to getting shot. We miss! Oh my gosh, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's really, really bad. Oh, those... Oh, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
They've got a lot
Thankfully, they're
of
sensor locking us instead of doing other things. So there is that. So we're going to do this and fire everything we can into this because we can focus on a lot of these vehicles here in a moment. I'm not too worried about that just yet.
scored a
The question is, what else do they have? The vehicles are going to be very difficult to chew through, sadly. So, oh man, we're going to get chewed to pieces. We might already have to consider withdrawing here in a few turns if we can't make enough
Commander.
meaningful time on this. Wow. They must have initiative modifiers over there, is my
Waiting for
guess.
orders.
Full movement, rolling up here.
Aye,
Might as well get in there with our 1 ER small laser, doing what we can.
aye. I copy.
That's right, Ogre. Waffle stomp those vehicles when you start running hot, no worries. Oh, there's so much firepower over here. So much. It's not good. It's not good, man. Yep. Oh, man, our armor is already going so south. Ugh. The goblins, thankfully, I don't think have that much armor, if I recall. Well, I take that back. They've got more than I remember. They've got a panther. Oh, man. Not good. Not good. What is that? What? Oh, Whitworth. Oh, those things are scary. Those things are scary.
Damage minimal.
Ugh. Ugh. We bit off more than we can chew. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. More than we can chew.
Waiting for orders.
Oh, man. That... gross. Gross, gross, gross.
Good to go.
We're going to go in for the Oh, our back arc? No thanks, man. No thanks. No thanks. DFA is pretty decent, all things considered. So we're going to DFA the Hunchback and see if that works. That's good. This is a bad idea, but we're going to go for it. We're going to give Vigilance as well to Flavolicious before we do this. Because we're going to get shot to crap. But this Hunchy needs to go. This Hunchy really needs to go. There it is. Oh, gosh. Yes. Oh, baby, baby, baby. There it is, man. Bazap, bazap. Bada bing, bada boom. Sentinel's rolling up. Basically moving away. Ogre says, brave Sir Robin ran away, bravely ran away. When danger reared its ugly head, brave Sir Robin turned and fled, leaving the minstrels to take the fire. Yep, we got to get this thing taken care of, man. Ugh.
Ready for orders.
Oh, so scary. So much not wow. Oh, this is not ideal. Hang in there, Death Fox. Buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride. There it is. Damage rolling in. 3 lasers. Bazap, bazap, bazap. We barely scratched it. Ooh, not the good, man. Let's melee a Hunchback, man. Oh gosh, come on. And we hit, which is good. 50 damage. Come on, Data King. There it is. The CT is open and is knocked down. Whew, it's gonna be a pilot injury. There we go. There we go. At least we got one thing going in our turn. The Whitworth, though. Oh my gosh. Going after our Griffin. Thankfully, that's something we can definitely deal with. Oh man.
Heavy hitter.
This is, ladies and gents, I'm legit at a loss for words. This is a little scary, straight up. Just how much we have to chew through on this. So we'll move up here, and we will focus in on this. We're getting a little hot. We'll turn off the small laser. That'll be enough.
Affirm.
Here we go, trying to get this to go away. There it is. Yes. Yes. Oh, baby. Oh, man. Woo. There we go. One murder noodle is ejected. Okay. So really, it's the Whitworth that we really have to focus on, as well as the vehicles that are now starting to get away. So thankfully, that will allow our melee locust an opportunity to get in and do some cool damaging stuff. But now, unfortunately, we're also in a situation where we are heavily in dangerous status right now. And we're knocked down. The Griffin's knocked down. Oh, no.
Oh,
So,
there's blood in my cockpit.
oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Oh, man. Oh, crap.
Out.
Oh, 81 left. That's it. Oh, gosh. We're going to have to eject Garrison. Crap, man.
I'm gonna die.
Oh, man. That's not good. And he's down on the ground as well. Oh, buddy. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Not good. Garrison's on the ground. Oh, man. That's not fantastic.
Good to go.
Well, we'll see what happens. All right, Ogre, no worries, man. Dude, we will catch you on the flip side. No worries, man. And, yeah, dude, we're going to keep doing what we got to do here and keep crunching away on all of this stuff. The question is, what do we want to tackle next? I think we're going to go for the Vedette. So we'll see. Oh, man. Dude, Ogre, thank you so much for stopping on by, man. Legit super awesome stuff. There it is. One vehicle down. Angry Phoenix Hawk. And we still have some legs to jump in if we need it. So we've got that going.
Vehicle down.
Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Here we go. Garrison. Oh, thank goodness. I can't afford to keep losing mediums. Like,
I'll let it
oh,
hit
man.
fire.
And Garrison, I still can't stand up.
Receiving you.
That's not very good, man. Not very good. We'll step on the Bulldog LRM. We'll step to the side to kind of, work on this a little bit more. There we go.
See that.
This tank vehicle up here, though, this is scary, man. There it is, vehicle number 2. Oh, yeah. Bada bing, bada boom. Persuaded Terrace says, almost like I mentioned how much these missions sucked earlier. It's true. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Don't blow up. Don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. He ejected. Yes. That's better than blowing up. Everybody's fine. Oh. Oh, man. Give me a moment to just catch my breath. Oh. It's such a struggle, man, to get medium mechs. Just, golly gee whiz, man. Golly gee whiz. Well, we don't have to worry about that. We can get up here and focus on meleeing this.
Position confirmed.
And then we can turn around and start fighting the Whitworth. Or whatever else rolls our way. There it is. 20 damage rolling in because of the melee boost. And then 60 more damage rolling in. Man, this is a tough mech. Not good. The Whitworth is just going to wreck us from the backside. Not good. Thankfully, our Vulcan has enough armor. It's working out all right. It's working out just fine.
Holding firm.
Oh, the Goblin MG is coming up. Ick, man. Served Colt says, Garrison would tell you this is what happens when you put him in a potato. You're not wrong. You're legit straight up not wrong. That being said, it's also what I would do every single time.
Commander.
Griffin 1Ns aren't super amazing mechs. They can do a lot and they're pretty decent, but man, there's a lot that makes them unideal in many ways. But you know what? We're going to work with what we got. We got to get this big giant. It's like a T-95 American tank. Smash, man. I love the animation of the Phoenix Hawk. Just crunch, baby. Oh, man. It's no longer a potato. It's mash. Oh, that's absolutely correct. Oh, man. That's right. Now we can turn around. The Vulcan is going to smash this Goblin. Here we go. Oh, man. All that damage, though, man. That's going to be an expensive Griffin to fix back up. Oh, man. Distraction Griffin. There you go. The Panther's jumping to get some shots in on us. Oh, the Locust just... Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unfortunately what happens with Locusts. Melee Locusts, indeed. Once they're legged, that's not good. That's not good at all, man. Crap. Oh, man.
Ready for action.
Let's see what's going to give us the most evasion pips. Potentially that. Golly, man. All right, here we go. Here we go. Sir, I'm stopping the enemy fire with my face. Yep. And the Locust gets the kill. It's probably going to get wrecked in its face not too far away from now. Oh, man. Legged Locust is not a good situation. Thankfully, they're not shooting at that. They're going for the Phoenix Hawk. That's all right. Kill the Tonks and flee. I kind of want the salvage. Question is, where's the evac zone? Way up here? Man, my Locust is not going to be able to get to that spot easily. That's ick. Ick. Not good, man. The Locust still has a significant amount of movement for having a bum leg. So that's not too shabby, actually. Let's see. Let's see. That's going to give us 3 and 3. Does it matter? Oh, that's going to be way out in the open. Nope, we're going to go over here. That's what we're going to do. There it is. Now it's no locomotion, Hocus Pocus Locust. Melee Locust going in for the kill. Go get him, Death Fox. Oh boy, buckle on up with your slow melee attack. Oh man, there it is. 20 damage from the melee, potentially 60 more. We are in cover, so it's going to be left. Right torso destroyed, pilot injury. Oh man. And the enemy turn gets to go. What are they going to do? Oh, it's going to melee back and right arm destroyed. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Oh, not good at all, man. Locust, yeah, panic level critical. Absolutely. Locust should not be doing this. That's for sure. We're going to try to get up here and smash and grab away on this Whitworth as much as we possibly can. Data King, get up there. You better save her, man. Oh, man. There it is. Damage going in. Quad Slasers of Doom. Oh, my gosh, man. Not good. Not good. The Panther's getting up. This is not fantastic. Back armor on Data King. That's okay. This is fine. Everything is fine. Everything's fine here. This is fine. Yeah, don't panic. We're going to jump to get some more damage rolling in. Bazap. There we go with the Phoenix Hawk. And we're going to try to put this mech down. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We're going to precision strike on top of that into the CT if we can. All solid hits. The leg is taken out. Down goes the mech. Pilot injury coming on up. Tis but a scratch. This mission got really expensive, man. This is really expensive. The Whitworth, what are you doing? Going for the Phoenix Hawk. Okay. No worries. That's fine. We can handle that. That's A-okay. Death Fox. Ugh. See, Data King. Oh man, we need the Locust to move. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get up here and get 3 evasion pips. We're gonna go for it with the Locust, continuing to rock and roll. Persuaded Terror says this is why I always bring one LRM boat. Yeah, we've tried that in the past, and it has honestly slipped my mind. Basically having a long range support unit, and we didn't go with that this time around. We really should. The Panther's getting up and getting shots over the Locust. Oh gosh! Thankfully, we're using that full back armor, max armor, to kind of save us up just a little bit there. The Phoenix Hawk can move up. Data King on top of that can come over here and hopefully put this mech in the dirt. Trying to get this mech to stay down. Squish, squish, buddy. Take a nap. Oh, 50 internal. Quad Slasers of Doom. Here we go. Rock and roll. Oh, yeah. Panic level critical, and it's still sticking around. Oh, man. Not good, man. We're going to jump up here and get some shots in this way. Way hot. We're going to turn off the large laser. Everything is fine. We're going to hit precision strike. Go for the CT. Here we go. Persuaded Terror says, because all of your lances rushing for close range, you're getting pummeled before you do any damage. You're absolutely correct, man. You're absolutely correct. So you can get away with it early game, and as we're getting into this transition point here, it doesn't pay off that well. We need to change our tactics. We ran into this issue over in our last major playthrough with Pro Pirates, and so yeah, you're 110% on point. And so we need to start switching out mechs that start having covering fire and can actually support rather than the whole lance diving in. Um, and we found a lot better support when we get to that point, even when we get up into assaults. So yeah, catapult would be nice. We just need to find one, man. That's we're scrounging the bottom of the barrel on what we can actually put together. So losing mechs is unfortunate. We had a dervish that was kitted out with SRMs as a medium brawler, and unfortunately, through some rather poor play on my part, we lost that. Unfortunately,
Standing by.
let's see. We're gonna come over here, melee away with the melee locust, keeping those evasion pips up, continuing to scream from combat to combat with a bum leg, man. It's like a murder crouton on wheels. Oh boy. Griffin isn't bad with an LRM-20. Well, we probably should definitely take a look at that because there's not much left on that mech right now. So the Sentinel with the bum leg is coming over and not doing much either. Data King's gonna roll up here. And we're going to try to tackle the Whitworth, trying to get in its face so it doesn't have room to breathe. It has to deal with us, and it can't really focus easily on most of our other lance mates. Basically, we're trying to wrestle with it, trying to keep its attention, and that way we can attempt our best on doing what we got to do to get in there and not do too much damage.
Standing by.
We're a little bit hot, so we're going to come up here and punch with the Phoenix Hawk. Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. Here we go. Boom! Left arm, left torso destroyed. In comes the Slazers. Bazap, bazap. Oh, baby. Filet-valicious, giving him a little dose of salt. Oh, yeah. Someone just got toasted. Oh, man. This Sentinel's like, this is a really bad day. This is a bad day. Do not want, man. Do not want.
Yes, Commander.
Death Fox is going to come screaming in here. We're going to give her vigilance for what little help that's going to do. And we're going to get up here and try to melee, man. Just try to melee. That's right. Clog their guns with our bodies.
Wade into it.
What is that with Zap Brannigan in Futurama? The kill bots die after each bot has done 40,000 kills. So his strategy was just drown them with bodies, pretty much. Oh, man. We keep the pressure up. We keep forcing them back.
Ready for
And we can get in there. The Vulcan, again, is a pretty decent punch bot. With how we've got it kitted out. We've got the ER large laser largely for multi-shot, and if we can't get within range. Boom! Left torso, left arm destroyed. Pilot incapacitated. That was the last bit of injury. Oh, baby. The last one down is going to be the Panther. Bada bing, bada boom. We're not going to jump, but we are going to move up into range and blast away. Oh, man. Here we go. Come on. Go get him. Go get him, Flavalicious. Working this Panther bot over and over and over again.
No retreat.
Hey, Death Fox improved to Confident.
Ready.
We're going to move her up first to get the maximum amount of evasion pips that we can.
Roger.
And she's going to get up there. Got got 3 evasion pips into the back, 20 internal damage. And we got 40 rolling in from the Slazers. Bazap, bazap, right torso, right arm destroyed. The scary part of the Panther is gone. And now it's just got an SRM4 and some melee. Oh, yeah. Hamster of Wrath says, just be thankful this isn't BTR. A Panther with a PPC does 70 damage due to a mech quirk. Yeah, these tactics in BattleTech Revised have a much higher fatality rating for your pilots. You definitely have to go with combined arms, mixed lances. The AI does not go easy on you. The AI knows what it's doing. And so, for sure, it's one of those things that you need to get in there, and
On the move.
yeah, you can't do that stuff.
Lockdown.
Serve Colt says, does BEX3025 have the new AI? So the AI that we're talking about, for those that are home that are watching this on YouTube or over here on Twitch and chat, what we're talking about is there is a brand new AI, basically an aggressive, murdersome AI that they've worked on with the new AI feature tree and everything else like that in BattleTech Revised, a new mod that's out. And it is aggressive and hard. It is just rough. BEX3025 has not added that in yet. I know Harry has a whole pack and slew of updates. I know he's looking at the AI to see if that's the direction he wants to go or kind of how he wants to do it. but it's not in currently. But I expect it will be either in the next update or shortly thereafter. It is brutal. Like, it's straight up legit brutal. It's so good. All targets eliminated. Sit tight. I can collect you from where you're at right now. Oh man. Oh, chat. I love BattleTech. It makes life so good. Like, legit, it's the best stress relief because you can make mistakes here and laugh about it with friends and people here on chat and just try to pick up the pieces. All right, this happened. How can we recover from that? So this is expensive. This is very, very expensive. We have to do a refit on the Griffin. Right now we've got a pretty decent build. All the weapon systems are still intact. Medium lasers, SRM4s. If you have some alternative builds that you'd like to recommend, we could definitely try to do that. The Locust, we're going to pretty much rebuild that as is. The melee Locust works well until it gets lagged, which is really, really rough. But Garrison is out for 32 days, and so is Deathfox for 24, unfortunately. That's right, I just had to pick up your Griffin pilot from orbit. It's true. Persuaded Terror says, my favorite Lance was 2 Marauders with Goss, 1 Marauder with ERPPCs, and a Striker with... Ooh, that's brutal, man. That's brutal. Surgical says it makes a lot of improvements, not just to AI combat, but pathing as well. Yeah, no, I know. I think it's... Oh, he's probably going to be very disappointed in me. I know the individual that's working on it. I'm part of the development team over on BattleTech Revised, and they've done a lot of work on making sure the pathing is correct, that the AI is not going to get stuck outside the borders and boundaries. They've done a lot of work, like a legit straight amount of good work, completely restructuring the entire AI logic trees from the ground up. So it's good stuff. I'm excited to see when it's fully implemented, and I just don't know if Harry's going to incorporate it on the next patch, or if he's looking at something else or something similar. We'll see what happens. That's right, it's Kostaz. That's what it is. I wanted to say Xerix, but I'm pretty sure it's Kostaz. Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. Cool individual. Lady, gent, gal, I'm not sure, but awesome stuff. Persuaded Terror could say LRM or PPC. We could. That's kind of a stock build. I'm trying to find some weird niche builds we could do. But in the meantime, I'm going to grab some Hunchback parts because I would love to build one of those. There's a Machine Gun Plus here, which is pretty cool. Not much else floating around, though. So we're going to confirm this up. We got another piece of Whitworth, which is pretty cool. I think it's a 1S that we don't have any of these on. AC5s, we have one of those. We now have 2. LRM-15, we now have 1. SRM-4, man, because we're on such good terms with Korea, even though we're not trying to be. They're just lumping all a bunch of stuff together with a loot magnet, which is super awesome. AC5 ammo, we have a bunch of that, so I'm not worrying about it. Machine gun ammo, we are going to take that, and that'll be pretty good. Nice. So how's everybody's day going today? Hopefully it's going well. Hopefully our shenanigans are improving your morale a little bit. I know for myself it's been a little bit of a rough week, couple weeks and a half. On top of that, I have to upgrade my computers. I'm out of storage space, so I need to throw in some more hard drives for rendering and stuff like that. Really excited about jumping into Baldur's Gate 3 for some YouTube videos. And if anyone's curious about, yes, I do in fact have a YouTube channel. So if you want to see any of our previous playthroughs throughout the last year, 40 plus episodes, 50 plus now, I think, for our playthroughs here on Twitch, as well as everything else, you can go check it out over there, and it'll work out just fine. We got all sorts of content going on. And Hamster Vast says, 1 a.m. here, really need to hit the sack. I'll send you some footage of me trying not to get salty in BattleTech Revised. I would love to see it, man. And I'm also going to be saving the game here to make sure that we don't have any corrupt files between now and next time. And it's also my time to start watching Mini Toast. So we're going to find someone to raid if we can. Thank you very much, everybody, for stopping on by. I'm going to switch it over to the thank you stream page. And as always, legit super awesome stuff. We'll catch you guys next week. And as always, I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Much love.